yeah, it's been an interesting month. And Lucas's great grandmother on his mom's side, one of his great grandmothers on his mom's side just died on Tuesday.
Damn.
That poor kid's having such a shit fucking fourth quarter.
It's a rough one to deal with.
No, since the beginning of October. I mean, my dad died. Now his great grandmother died. He had the flu. His mom's house, they burst a water main, and then the contractor that was hired to fix all of the problem, like the water damage from the water main, clipped the fire sprinkler line. So now they're in a hotel for 3 months while they get
They got to
all
pull
of
all the lines out and then replace all of them.
the. Yep, they gotta. So they're. It's fucking crazy. Um. He's just having such a shit month. But he got an award at school for being he got so his middle school once every quarter, I guess, once every school quarter, they give out awards for like the four pillars of their whatever. His teachers gave him the Perseverance Award, which made me laugh.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and he's still pulling straight A's. I'm like, who the fuck are you? You're definitely not like. He did not get any of that shit from me. But anyway, I just want to play TNT. Yeah, so John, if you've been wondering like why I haven't been like able to do shit for our campaign, that's why.
No problem. I figured it was life stuff. It's all.
John doesn't care because he's like, I got 9 other campaigns.
I know. John is like stuck in. It's awesome.
It's not stuck. It's gently inserted and never felt safer and warmer in my life.
Dude, why? Why do you have to?
What? I don't understand. What the problem?
It's the touching the mustache after saying it. It's the worst.
I don't understand what you guys are talking about.
Like, you don't have to. Just stop, please.
The Green Dragon liked it.
Well, at least you can get that out. You can get all that out in Trey's game because I'm not letting you.
Yeah, but I'll accept a death to get to flirt a little.
Okay.
I love the message of the day, by the way. That was hilarious.
Can't remember what it said.
That we were going to be told by grads.
Oh yeah, we did that last time.
Oh, was that the message
Yeah.
from last week time?
Yeah,
Yeah.
that was from last session.
That's hilarious.
An update, yeah.
You assholes. I was like, that's pretty good. I don't know how I missed that last time, then. Whoops.
You don't know how to read.
It was
You
a story,
I mean,
story of him dying.
Yeah.
that is my life.
Is anybody else trying to get into Watch together? Looks like only 2 of you are in here.
Shit.
Yes, I would like
Be there
to
in a
do that.
second.
Alright.
I didn't click the link. So, that would be why.
Oh wow, you can make the chat there a lot smaller. That's pretty cool. I am in fact talking to myself.
Okay. Did everybody see the soft recap I put in Discord?
Yes.
Okay.
What's Discord?
Discord. So, we are picking up at the Yawning Portal. You guys just walked in off the street. It's dark out. I would say not super late though, but it's about that time where most of the people from the south and dock wards that venture north into Castle Ward for their evening entertainment have made it up here. Um, let's get some narration going. So as you guys walk through the front door, you got some old men drinking at a table nearby, and the smell of savory roasting meat coming from the chicken in back. And you can hear, off on a table somewhere in the distant shadows, some men haggling over prices of some wares unbeknownst to you all. And as you enter, you are greeted by a serving wench as she makes her way around from table to table, juggling numerous casks of ale. And as she passes by you guys at the front door as you enter, she says, "Hey guys, find a seat anywhere you can. Make yourselves at home."
Thank you.
What is like the this is so we're in Yawning Portal, so there's like every type of person here. This is not like a specific type of bar, or is it like only adventurers?
It would be predominantly adventurers. So one of the centerpieces of the Yawning Portal Tavern is basically there is a what looks to be a well in the center of the place, but it's huge. It's probably about 60 to 70 feet in diameter, and what it used to be, it's basically the remnants of an old wizard's tower, and it basically opens up all the way down into Undermountain, which is basically the hollowed out core of the peninsula that Waterdeep sits on. And you notice as you're walking in, there's a rope and pulley system that goes down into the well. And you see on a sign behind the bar, "Trip up, trip down, 20 gold each way. Those who don't pay get to stay."
Would you say that it's a yawning portal to the Underdark, Trey?
You could call it that.
Ah.
I guess well, if Bartleby, I'll follow Bartleby if Bartleby goes to move, but if he doesn't, then I'll try and find a table next to the slightly questionable looking adventurers who may or may not have imbibed too much already.
Where's there an open table? And I'm gonna look up at Brennan. Brennis is the tallest party member, right? Yeah. I'll look up at Brennis and just be like, buddy, I can't really see, so point the way. Or, ignore me. That's cool. You can be on mute and not talk.
Were you saying something, Dennis?
I was.
I'm sorry. I was telling my wife and niece to be quiet, so. Which went as well as you think it would.
Yeah. No, I was asking Brennis to, because I'm kind of in the front, I guess, and I can't see where an open table is because I'm short. So, point me in the direction of an open table, man.
Brennis is just gonna reach down and pick up Bartleby and be like, "Here." And
Dick.
you tell us where we're going.
While all that's going on, I will go find a seat next to the questionably drunk people.
I guess just follow Susu.
So as you guys sort of
Holding
snake your
Bartleby,
way through
like,
the
just follow.
through the crowd here, more and more people have poured in, and you notice in one of the off to the back in the corner there appears to be a stage set up for some live music, and there's currently a pretty wide assortment of instruments strewn out on the stage. I'm not a musician, so Gus, give me some examples of what kind of instruments would be played at like a bard's tavern back in ancient times.
There would be some sort of annoying flute
Hell
that's
yes.
very high pitched. There would be a mandolin would be on there as well. Some rudimentary percussion instruments made out of clay pots, and a old wash tub with a string coming out, and they'd pluck it for a bass.
Hell yes. Awesome. So as you guys make it past,
those are the house instruments. You
yes,
can
as
tell.
you guys make it past the house instruments, you pull up to a table that is a good deal long, so that you guys aren't rubbing elbows and stuff, but it's big enough to seat everybody. And as you take your seats, the serving girl makes it over to the table, and she says she greets you all. Hi, I'm Kara. What can I get for you gentlemen today? The roast potatoes in troll fat are particularly good tonight. And the house special for your liqueur is the buried treasure, a single sweet, rather expensive hard candy stuck to the bottom of the mug with some very hard liquor.
Yeah, I'm into that.
What is the house mead? Is it honey?
It is honey with a touch of hellfire pepper.
Ooh, that sounds spicy.
Very.
I'll take one of whatever's in the pot this evening, and we'll take a round of the house special drinks.
Nice.
Alrighty. She tells you the house special drinks are 4 silver pieces per drink. And the stock pod is currently serving up some soaked butter on buttered crumpet, and she'll bring that out to you shortly.
I'd like the candy liqueur that you were talking about. That sounds really good. And as he says this, he looks right at Susu. He says, and I'd really like to tackle that troll dish.
Oh, the troll fat. Very well. I'll bring it out to you post haste, sir.
Here, I really like to just take it all. So can I get one of each?
Yes, sir. You certainly can. Just out of curiosity, is my voice mod working?
No.
No. Okay.
You have to change it in your settings at Zoom to your input. So it has to be set to voice mod.
That's why we're not laughing at you, Trey.
And then you have to toggle between each one with your buttons, and then remember to turn your regular voice on when you're not using it.
Just remember you can hotkey the voice mods too, so you can have your go-tos. It's pretty nice.
Okay, I'll work on that later. I'm not gonna do that right now. Okay, so she heads off to grab your guys' drinks and your food and meals for the evening, and as she heads back towards the kitchen, you start to notice some movement up on the stage as a single elf steps up on stage, and as he starts to walk around and do some basic sound checks on the different instruments that are up there, you notice that he is checking all of the instruments. And as he does, the inhabitants of the bar, as they notice him start to strum here and there on various instruments and test out the percussion and stuff, the sound level starts to die down a little bit until no one in the bar is talking. And when this elf has satisfactorily tuned and checked all of the instruments to his liking, he walks to the center of the stage and bows his head, and he takes a very long, deep breath and holds it almost impossibly long. And when he exhales, 6 perfect shadow copies of him walk out from behind him, each of them taking up an instrument on stage as he begins to play. And when he begins to play, everyone in the bar is quiet. Everyone stops their conversations and what they're doing to listen to this person play his instruments. And those of you that look around the bar notice there is a sign at the door, almost like a, I guess what would you call it? Not a placard, like a poster or whatever, like the sheets that they hand out at live concerts that show what the billing is. And the billing for this man says the Sea Maiden's Fair.
You said he's a troll?
No, it was an elf. And as he is playing, your server comes back to your table, juggling your drinks and your food, and starts to lay out your evening's bounty in front of you all. And as she's bringing everything over, you do notice you hear faint speaking from the second floor. Those of you that look up there and can see through the darkness notice there is a halfling up there with a massive half-orc standing at the edge of the steps, almost as a sentry keeping guard, as this person appears to be conducting some kind of business. And periodically he glances down at the table where you are sitting.
Do we notice him doing this, obviously?
Yeah, I'll say you do.
I'll look up and I'll just give him a little tap of my brimmed wizard hat.
When he sees you acknowledging his observation, he returns the observation back to you by removing a smoker's pipe from his mouth, and he blows a perfect ring in your direction and gives you a nod, and then continues smoking his pipe weed and conversing with the person sitting at the table with him.
Nice. That's the one thing I forgot to give my character. Fucking
Pipe?
a pipe and tobacco. I have everything else. I forgot a pipe
Too
and
bad.
tobacco.
Too bad you were not in a town where you could acquire such items.
Well, I can't do it like.
Right now?
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So, what are you guys doing? Is anybody? Are you guys gonna get up and approach this person, or are you gonna hang out and eat your meal? What do you guys want to do?
Well, he's in the middle of business, right? He's still.
He is talking to someone at the table. You're not really sure if they're conducting, business per se, but he is in conversation with somebody. But I'd say after probably 10 or 15 minutes, the person he's conversing with gets up and starts walking towards the upper landing. He gives the giant half-orc a kind of tap on the shoulder, and they turn and glance back at him. You see them step to the right as this person starts walking down the stairs, and they walk right over to y'all's table. And the person stops and looks down at you, Bartleby, and says, "Tony will see you when you're ready."
Tony?
Tony.
I just say thank you. And
So did anybody else have anything y'all want to do before you head up to talk to Tony, or are you even going to go up there?
Susu will want to eat first.
Yeah.
And then I guess so when he came down, did he speak directly to Bartleby? Was it like did we get the impression it was an invitation for Bartleby only, or is it?
I'll say he
like
looked
table?
at Bartleby, but he said it loud enough that everybody at the table could hear it. So it was
Okay.
you would perceive it as a general invitation, but he made eye contact with Bartleby because Bartleby motioned up to them earlier.
Friend of yours? Do you know him, Bartleby?
I'm about to,
Okay.
and I would say
Are you gonna know him like in the biblical sense?
You may not.
Bartleby.
You may not
And-
want to take Brennis with you. Is all I'm saying.
Brennis is just gonna take the food that was brought and the drink, down the drink, and like inhale the food so quickly it disgusts everybody else that's looking at him. And then he's gonna stand up and he's like, "Right, we've been invited."
Well, that option doesn't exist.
I've lost my appetite. I just take my drink, assuming it's been, you know,
Oh, but you're not gonna eat that.
maybe later. I'll look around the table, and just do like quick math in my head and put like 5 gold coins on the table so the waitress doesn't think we're stiffing her, and that more than covers everything, and we'll head up. So let me take that out of my inventory.
Very good.
Susu will be the last to leave the table as he's kind of like still trying to eat most of his food. But any drinks that were left undrank, Susu will quickly drink them.
I like this kid.
Cheap bastard. Okay.
I ordered the round. It's not my fault. You paid for it.
That's funny. All right, Susu, give me a Constitution save.
Oh, already?
Yeah, say a DC
no.
15.
Dude, you just drank like.
No.
It depends on how many. It depends on how many drinks you guys didn't drink.
I took mine with me, and Brennis finished his. So.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
At most 2 more. Either way.
Okay, I'll say you succeed, but you've got a nice buzz going on. I'll say it has released your inhibitions, so Susu may be a little bit more assholish than he normally is.
Oh,
Nice.
That's no good. All right.
We'll
So,
make them notice.
So who is Brennis? Are you leading up the steps?
I'm gonna pick up Bartleby and be like, well, I guess you're gonna lead this, and I'm gonna like kind of like put him on top of the stairs and let him walk up the stairs.
We gotta
Then
start.
I'll follow behind him.
We gotta start doing like the brute squad. Like, hey everybody, move it.
We are the Brute Squad.
All right, as you guys, as you head up the steps, Bartleby, when you get to that top landing, there's a massive female half-orc standing in studded leather armor. No visible weapons on her, but just by the way she carries herself, she looks like she could handle herself in a fight. And she stands before you for a second and eyes you, and then she looks at Brennis and gives almost kind of a wiry smirk. And just and then steps to the side and motions you all over to the table, and probably I'd say maybe 15 to 20 feet behind her there is a table that is noticeably shorter than the rest of the tables in the place, almost like it was custom made for the person sitting at it. It's not exactly round, it's almost kind of a crescent moon shape. And sitting at the center of it, perfect height, is a short gnome. Looks to be male. I would say not old, but wizened. Maybe not probably Bartleby, a little bit older than your dad, Bartleby. But
Okay.
you can just tell by the stone set of their face that they've seen some shit, and they're used to being involved in things. And as you approach, this person motions to around the table, says, "Please, have a seat. I do not recognize any of you, and people in my establishment that I do not recognize draw my interest. Please,
Thank you, sir.
drink with me."
I'll sit down because these seats look perfect for me.
Absolutely.
Brennis will take a slight bow and say, "Oh, thank you," and then move the chair aside, but then kneel down and kind of like make an attempt to sit down.
Indian style.
Yeah, Indian style.
So these are gnome-sized chairs?
Yes.
I just don't want to crush him.
Gnome / halfling, or really just child size.
Susu
Also-
will give
go ahead,
kind of
sorry.
like a little... Oh no, finish something.
I was just gonna say, as he's sitting down, Bernice is gonna look towards the orcish lady, and return the smirk, and then that's all.
As Susu walks up, he puts his hand on one of the back of the chairs, and then Brenna starts to like push it away and slide it. So Susu kind of just like leans on it, but doesn't fall down. And then once Brennis has got it where it wants, Susu will like start to slip into the chair before realizing that it's too small. So he's kind of got like one ass cheek in there, and then like with his other leg like squeezed up in between the two armrests. So like cross his legs, pretending like that's how he wanted to sit. You know, like.
All intentional.
I'm gonna stand in the back, wondering where my drink went.
I'm gonna hang out with Gus, do the same thing.
So when you guys say stand in the back, are you standing closer to like the railing by where the half orc is, or are you gonna stand?
Yeah, standing
Okay.
next to the half orc.
All right. So real quick, those of you that went and sat down at the table, Tony, his first remark is, "Very well. You have passed the first test that most would fail, respecting my furniture. I applaud you. I usually have to have at least 3 of these chairs crafted a week. It shows that you are thinkers and you plan ahead. There are 2 kinds of people in this world. The thinkers and the stinkers. You've proven yourselves to be the former. Now, please tell me your names. I have not seen you in my city before."
No, we're new here. We're traveling. We're down from Neverwinter. My name's Bartleby Darklighter. You may have if you've been here for very long, and I'm assuming you have, you may have run across some of the wares that my father used to sell down here, potions and alchemical supplies and such.
What was your father's name?
Jedrick, there we go.
I
Jesus
couldn't
Christ.
remember either. That's why I asked you.
Come on!
Dude, it's been like I haven't
You
played in
used
like
him
3 months.
last week.
Yeah, it has been a long time.
I know, but see, the thing is, I use him in so many games that sometimes I'm like, is he in this game or not in this game? Yeah.
Do you even remember your sister's name?
Yeah, Leanna, fucker.
Okay.
Actually, I thought it was Jenna.
Is
It was Jenna.
It was
It was
Jenna.
Jenna.
Oh,
I
yeah.
have a
Jenna.
lock of Jenna's hair.
Yeah, it's Jenna. It's Jenna,
Okay.
whatever. Jenna, Leanna.
Okay.
He nods in agreement. Ah, yes. I remember Jedrick. I purveyed his potions a time or two when I was gathering my resources.
Oh, excellent, excellent.
French vanilla's fine. Thank you. Tell me, how is your father?
He's good. He's good. He's reestablishing himself up in Neverwinter. We unfortunately we got caught up in some of that the business with the dragon cults, and we were prisoners for quite a while. So we've been out of circulation for about half a decade. You know, but we're back at it, and me and my companions are just trying to make our way.
And at that, he looks across the table at the rest of you that are seated there. He says, I have come to know Bartleby, son of Jedrick. Tell me, what are the rest of your names?
Bernice will slightly bow his head as a sign of respect and be like, "Well, I'm Bernice, and over there's me brother Cade, and we smash things. That's our job in the party, and yeah, that's about it. I love your drink. Drinks was great. Foods was good. Love some more. Love to know what that lady's name is." And I'll like look over.
He removes his pipe from his mouth. Says, "Ah, yes, a hammer. You know, there are two kinds of people in this world. There are hammers and there are nails. I tend to make use of the hammers.
That's
As
the
for
way I
the
like
hammer
to
you
get
see
myself
over
as well.
there, that is my personal bodyguard. Yagra Stonefist. Yagra, come here, please. Yagra turns and she looks at Cade and Graziano and kind of gives y'all a nod, like hold down the stairs for me while I go see what my employer needs.
We
As
got
she
you.
walks over, she
Hey, we got you, baby.
she looks down at Tony. Says, "What can I do for you, two kinds?" Yagra, this young man here says the name of Brennus. I think he's got a crush on you. She looks down at you, Brennus, and gives that same smirk again and says, "Yeah, most of them do. Question is he got it in the loafers? Maybe we'll find out." As she turns
dear
and walks
lady.
back to the stairs.
May I just say, you have the voice of an angel.
As Yagra returns to Graziano and Cade, Tony turns his gaze to Susu, looks intently and says, "And finally we come to my half-elf friend. Tell me, what is your name, sir?"
I'm Susu. Man of many words.
My favorite part about that is how you sounded like you were in 3rd grade.
I'm doing my best, scared at the police officer that just pulled you over.
He kind of nods, waiting for you to continue speaking. When you don't, he says, "Yes. You see, there are two kinds of people in this world. Those who talk and those who listen. I often find it's best to be one who listens. Tell me, what brings you all to my fair city of Waterdeep?"
Well, many things. I mean, as the city itself, Waterdeep is many things. We have plenty to do. People to meet. Business to complete. And then he'll look to Bartleby or Brennus.
So Bartleby goes into like his best like tall tale voice, you know, like I'm gonna tell you a story. He goes over. Well, we'll start at the beginning. So
Oh no.
we all got captured, and we were held prisoner for 5 years, like I said, right? And then we escaped. And when we escaped and we went home to Thunder Tree, right, there was a green dragon there, who had taken all our stuff. So we needed to get our stuff back. And the green dragon was like, "Well, I'll give you your stuff back if you do me a favor." And we were like, "What if we don't want to do the favor?" And the green dragon was like, "Then I'll kill you." So we were like, "You know what? We're going to do you a favor." So we went and we did the green dragon's favor. We came back. We got our stuff back. See, I got my. He whips off his. He whips around his.
Haversack.
Yeah, his handy haversack. So, see, I got my haversack back, and he's like, "Look, I can get whatever I want." And I just look at it and I go, "Spellbook," and my spellbook rises to the top. See, and I put it back in, and then I put it back on my shoulder, and then we go back, right? So when we go back, the green dragon is no longer a green dragon. It's a green dragon full of like
Mealworms.
basically mealworms. It was pretty freaking gross. But we killed it, and then we went to Neverwinter, and we told them what was going on. My dad was there, and we got all established, and then kind of a long story. So then we went back to kill some guys, but they weren't there. So we came back to Neverwinter. We said they weren't there, and then we got sent here because I have some family business. Susu has some unresolved stuff that if he wants to talk about, he'll talk about. That's, I don't want to talk about his stuff, but I'm here to meet some contacts from my dad's business, see if we can get that going again, maybe steal from people. I don't know. It's going to be a fun trip. And also, the really cool part is on our way down here, right? And he pulls out the necklace. He's like, the Green Dragon's mom found us. And now we're here.
After you continue recounting your tale, Tony removes his pipe from his mouth and takes a long pause for a moment, and he says, I've heard of these mealworm creatures you speak of. They've made their way to Waterdeep in the form of rumors. When you bring your reports, you turn those rumors to fact, and I pay for facts. And he slides 10 gold across the table to you.
Oh, well, thank you. I take 2 for myself. I give 2 to Susu. I give 2 to Brennis. And I turn around and, offer the... Well, I'll get you guys later, but,
Yeah, we'll see in a minute.
Thank you very much.
Says, yes, you'll find it can be lucrative to be in my employ should you choose to do so. But that said, if you are looking for business ventures, I can help you with that endeavor. Grease the palms that need greasing. Talk to the guilds that need talking to. There are 2 kinds of people in this world. You've got the movers and the shakers. I'm a shaker. I make things move. When you're ready to start your business, come to me.
One thing that we could use help with. We're looking for Jalister Silvermane. We're looking for them. Do you know where we could find this person?
When you say the name Jalister Silvermane, his brow kind of furrows a little bit, and he says, Silvermane has not been seen inside these city walls since Dagold Neverember was deposed as Open Lord of Waterdeep.
And what are your feelings about that?
Dagold was good for business. But, there's 2 kinds of people in this world. Those who are good for business and those who are bad for business. I make do with both.
Damn it, Trey, I had a mouthful of coffee.
Okay, I'll be out in just a second.
Is anybody keeping count? Because I think we've got about 8 different types of people.
No,
They don't count
we
right.
only have 2.
So I look over at Brennis and I go, Brennis, there are 2 kinds of people in this world. People who keep count and those who shut the fuck up.
Oh, that's a good point, actually.
Tony removes his pipe and gives a nod to Bartleby. Listen to your short friend there, Brennis. He gives you great wisdom. But no, I have not interacted with Jalister Silvermane. If he is in the city, he has managed to sneak in without alerting my spies.
So I take it, since you're a businessman, how would you feel if Neverember was back in charge?
I mean, I have no preference one way or the other. My father used to tell me there's 2 kinds of people in this world. There are those...
We're up to 10 now.
Got him.
There are those who try to... Okay.
There are those who try to swim with the tide, and there are those who try to ice skate uphill. I prefer to go with the flow.
Okay. Well, that kind of makes our business a little more painful.
Tony, can I ask you some questions?
Of
And
course.
I don't mean to interrupt, Bobby, but I've got two things you say you can maybe help us with. Do you know anyone in the town named DD? Like initials D and D. And have you ever heard of a chap named Varric?
You referring to Varric Ma?
Yeah, that's the one.
Yes, I know who Varric Ma is. There are
Well,
many who do.
re-
He made copious enemies through his taxation, as he called it, for the cult. He, last I heard, he fled east.
Any particular head?
I reached out as far as my network would take me. The last I heard, he was headed for Moonstone.
Appreciate that. And anybody by the initials DD?
I mean,
It's some kin of mine, I think. They're somewhere in the city, and I've been trying to maybe track them down.
is there any more identification you can provide for me? In a city
Prentice
of
will take one of the
hundreds of
letters.
thousands, the initials DD may appear in very, very many places.
Prentice will take one of the letters that he has with his father's signature, and then one with his the DD, and hand it over so he can kind of compare it.
He reaches out and takes the letter from you. He takes his pipe and extinguishes it with his thumb, sits down on the table. And with the ash that he had on his finger, he kind of rubs it lightly on the letter. And then he puts it up to his nose. And
That smell. Can't you smell that smell?
Well, to be honest, I think there's only two type of people, and one of them's a smeller, and unfortunately, when I was born, I was not a smeller.
I smell of lilac and gooseberries. There's only one woman I know of with the initials D that smells of lilac and gooseberries. She lives in the southern ward. Although I confess, I have not laid eyes on her for many months. But I will tell you, all forms of information have a price. How much is this information worth to you, Brennus?
Oh, I might be inclined to use my axe for one of your purposes. If you
Again.
would be so kind.
I spoke to you of hammers. You look like a very large hammer.
I do have a large hammer.
Large problems require large hammers, Brennus.
Those are my favorite kind.
You know, there are two kinds of people in this world. There are those who are motivated, and there are those who motivate others. Allow me to motivate you, Brennus. There is a man who owes me a sword. If you were to bring me that sword, I could provide you the information that leads you to the person you seek.
Well, that would be a pleasure to retrieve for you.
Very well. Here, let us drink to commemorate our negotiation. You retrieve from me the sword of seeking, and I will give to you the information that you seek on this deity of lilac and gooseberries.
Right. So you remember when I said that I'm not as much of the thinker? Bartleby, maybe you can help us get some more details. But I'm happy to be the hammer.
Sure, man. I got you. Yeah. So give us the information we need to get the sword for you, and we will gladly do that for Brennus. At least I will. Right, Susu?
Okay, we'll
You're in.
help. Of course, I'm gonna help.
Of course you're gonna help, Cade. Susu?
Absolutely.
Brother.
I mean, there's no trolls to fight or anything, but you want to come?
Help with the sword?
Yeah.
Yeah, I can help with the sword.
I mean, you know, you might get some information about stuff you want information on too.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah, I'm being really good. I haven't even told them about the. Never mind. Yeah.
He, as you guys slowly commit to aiding Brennus in his quest, Tony reaches into a satchel that he's got strung to the back of the chair, and he pulls out a piece of parchment, and he slides it across the table to you, Bartleby, and it looks like schematics for a sword, but it's got weird kind of some odd rune work on it that you don't really recognize per se, or that you've never really seen. And there's some runes on there that look like some derived form of abyssal, possibly. And you can tell from that it appears to be some form of soul capture or soul animation, possibly an animated type of sword or something along those lines. But Tony slides it across the table and he says,
A client has hired me to retrieve an item that they commissioned from a local mage, said to be gifted in the dark arts. Bring me this sword, as laid out on the parchment before you, and I will give Brennus the information he seeks. The mage you are looking for, his name is Rayaman. If I were to begin your search, I would start at his home in the North Ward. He has a cottage off the high road. Fortunately, he has not been seen for some time.
Hang on 1 second.
looking at that information, kind of hearing that, Susu will.
He said Raymond, right?
yeah, here, I'll spell it out for you.
Okay. No, that's fine. That's fine. I thought he said Leomund, and I was like, you want us to go find the tiny hut guy? Never mind. I was like, okay, yeah, Raymond. Sounds good. So, I assume you're going to tell us where all the pertinent information we need to pick up wherever you left off on this. And we'll go from there.
Susu will look towards Tony saying, mages, magical swords, that is something that requires a big hammer. And then he'll take out a little torn piece of paper and kind of scribble something on it, and then he'll kind of put it on the table and slide it, and he'll go, I think it might be worth 2 bits of information. You wouldn't happen to know anybody by this name, and he'll slide the piece of paper across, and on it he wrote Darvel, Davil Starsong.
He, when you slide your piece of paper across the table to him, he looks up at you and a grin shows up on his face. He says,
Yes, I know Star Song.
Susu will kind of give him a knowing glance as well, and say, "I met so in some individuals in Neverland who said that I may be of use."
Yes, the network has their fingers in various pies within my city. Although, mind you, not without my approval.
Oh, of course.
Yes, if you bring me the sword for the client that has hired you, I will direct you towards Davil Star Song, and I will give you my recommendation.
Oh well, much appreciated.
With that, Tony kind of scans the rest of you. Says,
Do any of you, have anything to ask of me, ask it now. There are two types of people in this world. There are those who speak, and those who forever hold their peace.
Well, the only thing I would ask is if you between now and when we get the sword back for you, or at any future time, if you hear anything about Jailstar, let us know. And going back to Varric, said he made many enemies. Were you one of those enemies?
Yes, I could be counted among those who would pay to see Varric Ma dead.
Well, I think after this piece of business is converged, or rather completed, we may have some more business to conduct together.
Very good.
Excellent. And whoever came up with this drink is a freaking genius.
he looks at the drink that you're referencing and says,
Ah, yes, the buried treasure. The recipe was brought to us by a sailor from the Dark Ward. One of the Dark Elves from Luskan. Very advantageous proposition.
Fantastic.
Well, very well. Unless we have further business to discuss, I am going to retire for the evening.
Well, you have a good night.
We've been here before, right?
no,
this is-
you guys have not.
Well,
Okay.
Or your characters, rather.
our characters have not, but this is the place where you tried to shoot through the bartender to hit the demon.
That's right. Yeah, that's right. Because I was like, I remember like a lot of this. All right.
Different campaign, different
Yeah,
character, same kind of character.
This is when you were playing the Luxon, who was an idiot.
He was a rogue.
He was awesome. The wisest of Luxon or Lexans.
All right, so I guess real quick, are you guys gonna go ahead and go to try to track down the sword and stuff now, or did you want to rest for the evening? What's the plan here?
I mean, it's nighttime. I would think we would want to wait till daytime to go
Well-
exploring somewhere new.
Where are we going?
North Ward, cottage along the road, on the high road, just off the high road.
How do you know that?
Tony just told us.
Yeah.
Did he? Oh,
Yep.
He said Riemann lives in the cottage off the high road in the north.
oh, I was looking up. I was like, that was when I was like, wait a minute, is this Lehman? Sorry. Okay.
Don't worry, Barnaby. I got you. I'm one of, as he said, two kinds of people. I'm the listener. I mean, I would think we would wait, find a place to crash.
Yeah. Hey, Gus, did you hear that? There's two types of people. There's drinkers and not drinkers. And we're the drinkers.
That's right.
We should get drinks.
I think Susu. Okay, so Susu, I think if we have to lean on this guy, it may be better to do it at night.
They said he wasn't there though.
Okay, so if we need to break into his house, also better to do it at night.
I mean,
Good
point.
I don't know if they said they weren't there. I think they just
he said he
they
hadn't
haven't
been
seen him in
He
a
said he
while.
I mean, I take that as when you have a network of spies. I take that as he hasn't been around.
Could be a hermit.
I mean, I don't know. I mean, it interests me that Bartleby immediately jumps to breaking and entering and also breaking kneecaps. But hey, you know, I guess we're
Well,
that kind
he's
of
been hanging out
adventuring
with
party.
Brennis a lot.
Yeah.
When have we not been that kind of adventuring party? I mean, I'm just keeping
Susu's
my
drunk,
character
you
on
get
the
Herman
level,
against
man.
This is what happens in your origin story: is getting kidnapped and not becoming noble adventurers.
Bobby, you do remember, he's the one that didn't want to fight a troll.
I know. I
Yeah. And you know what I put above not fighting a troll? Like I don't want to fight a troll. There's like most of me does not want to fight a troll. All of me doesn't want to fight an unknown wizard in Waterdeep. Like that.
Well,
I mean,
we gotta get his souls, don't we?
yeah,
That's one
but
of
I'm
the things we gotta do. It's like two birds. There's two type of people, right? A person that gets two birds with one stone, or one bird with one stone. Right?
What about
That's
people
just
who
how I
get,
see it.
What about people who get no birds with the stone, Dennis?
Well, those people are virgins, aren't they? Don't count them as people yet.
Susu is now out of this conversation because he's just trying to figure out how those things are related.
Yeah, I have no idea.
It's a brain tickler, isn't it?
When you say brain tickler, Brennis, can you point to the part of your body you think your brain's in?
It's here, isn't it? It hurts.
Okay, just making sure. Okay. I mean, let's go check it out. Fuck it, why not?
That's the
First, we
spirit,
should get
Susu.
one. First, we should get one more drink,
Yes.
because
I
Drunk-
second that.
drunk people walking into the roundhouse is much more overlooked than sober people walking into the roundhouse.
This is correct. You can go
What
to the
can
wrong
go wrong
person's
with
house,
this
it's
plan?
okay. So who's getting drunk, Gus? I mean, who's getting drunk?
All right, so you guys heading to Raymond's?
Yep. Or we're using Gus as an
I-
excuse.
I have an idea, guys. That doesn't
You all are
actually.
supposed to be the ID guy.
It doesn't involve breaking and entering.
Okay, I like we've been kidnapped. We've made a deal with a green dragon that turned out to be this embodiment of an evil demon. Then we've been basically enslaved to a green dragon mob. Now we're in.
Who I fucked.
Now we're dealing and in debt possibly already. Our first night in Waterdeep to someone who's clearly willing to break fingers.
Hey,
I'm just
Brennan,
saying.
we like
Bartleby
older
being the
women.
idea guy hasn't so far worked out.
We're all alive.
Bash Bros!
Except
We
for
all-
Jenna.
We all.
Barely alive.
Oh,
Brennis
bro,
just reaches
dude.
down and touches his hair ring.
Yeah, and Gus. Gus died once.
Right.
He's fine. He's here, isn't he? He's happy to be here. He's
Alright.
not mad about it at all.
Nobody stayed dead, except
Except Jenna.
Yeah, that wasn't my fault.
That was
No, that
actually-
one was
that
mine,
a-
but
that was
I'm
a
also
world
not
consequence.
I'm also
is
not
world
arguing to be the
consequence.
idea. Yeah, I'm also not. I also don't want to be the idea guy.
Anyway, shut up and listen to my idea.
Brennis's ideas most of the time go well. We should listen to Brennis.
You know what? I think that's a great idea.
It's
Well,
only-
The
Brennis
whole
is-
group just goes with me on this.
Never
one.
mind. Never mind. Bartleby,
He
what's your
doesn't. He
idea?
doesn't think too hard about things, so there's no overthinking. That's why his
There's
ideas
two
work
type
so well.
of people in this world, right? There's doers and don'ters, and I'm a doer.
Bartleby, what's your plan?
Okay, my plan, because I just remembered, because I'm looking through my inventory to refresh myself on what the fuck I have. I have a Scroll of Arcane Eye. We don't have to break into this guy's house. I can magically send an eye there.
That's a
I-
much better plan.
I just have to know where his house is.
Then we can stay and drink while you go and look at the cottage.
Wait, whose eye are you gonna have to use?
Yours.
Well, I don't like this plan.
No, it's okay. I just need to borrow it. Just give me your eye. It's fine.
All right, I'll trust you. You haven't messed anything
Well,
up,
I mean,
at least
if you
today.
I'm doing my best impression of Rocket Raccoon.
do you need a very specific location, or can you just send it up the high road until you find a cottage?
Well, I haven't. Okay, so from reading the spell and looking at it, the eye lasts for an hour. So I have if I want to have a good look around the house, I should know where it is first.
Okay, so we gotta go find the place. Then you
Yeah.
can use the eye, and we don't have to break it.
Yeah, but is the half orc still here?
Yeah, she's still by the steps.
And her name was
Yagra.
Yagra. I have a question, please.
Yeah, what's up?
This Raymond, where is his house? Can you tell us where his house is exactly?
Yeah, he used to have a cottage up off the high road in the North Ward, just north of Delzorin Street.
Like the street.
Sounds
address?
like my grandfather. I love it.
You don't know where Delzorin Street is?
We're new here.
Obviously.
Yeah.
They're
Look.
marked, right?
Go out that door, take a left, walk till you see the fountain, take another left, walk till you hit the tannery, take a right, walk till you hit the stables, not the black stables, the one with the white sign and the cloud. Then make another left, you're going to go about 300 feet, and that's going to put you on the high road. Then you want to take the high road north for, I would say, maybe 600 yards. Delzorin Street's going to be on your left. There's going to be a big villa on your right.
Okay.
If you go past the first big villa, you've gone too far.
Gotcha. So his house is the big villa.
No.
What
His
color is
house,
it?
his house is the cottage.
When you
Before
find the big villa, go left. That's Delzorin Street.
Oh, gotcha. And then it's the cottage on Del Zorro Street.
Well, there are a bunch of cottages on Delzorin Street.
What color is his?
How the fuck should I know? I'm colorblind.
Is there
Well,
like a
you
does he have
might be
a sign outside
colorblind.
of his house?
But you've
Look,
got
he
body
works
of
out of
it.
his house.
Oh,
I
so
think
there's
there's a
gonna be
sign out front that says Mage for Hire.
Fantastic. You're the best.
Yeah,
accept tips?
usually I charge for this much information.
Well, I was just about to ask you if you accepted tips.
Of
Do you
course.
take
Here's a
tips?
gold coin. Thank you very
I
much.
take the tip.
I've got a tip. Hey, here's a tip for you, right?
Jesus Christ.
2 wrongs don't make a right, but 3 rights make a left.
She thinks
You
for a minute.
tell her.
Ah, I get it.
I like her. I like her.
I mean, you're not wrong, but you are kind of an idiot. Okay.
Susu leans over to Bartleby and he goes, I thought there used to be two kinds of people, Brennus and not Brennus. But now there's 2 Brennus, and I'm confused.
It's because you're drinking and you're seeing double, my friend.
No, she definitely doesn't look like Brennus.
It's like me, but with tits.
Okay,
So,
so let's go. Outside, left.
All right, so we're gonna follow her directions.
what were her directions?
We go outside, we go left. We go to the fountain, we go
right,
left.
right,
We go
left.
to the tannery, we go right. We go to the stables, the one with the white sign with the clouds, not the black dot. We go left. 300 feet up the road is the high road. North on the high road, 600 yards, is a big villa. And on the left is Dell Street. We'll take the left onto Dell Street, and we'll go up the street until we see the Mage for Hire sign in the cottage. If we hit the big villa, we've gone too far.
Boom. Increase your intelligence by 1.
Damn. Drunk
Look at those
Susu's
fucking
got
notes.
fucking balls.
All
I
right.
don't know what was in that drink.
So are you guys
But it was
going, or are
intense.
you just going to send your eye?
I think we go and we look, and then you're right across the street.
Well,
Right there.
I mean, it's a ritual spell. Like I need to be in a room or somewhere I can work without people seeing. You know.
Well, we don't have that here. We're in a bar.
I can do it. Well, we were gonna get rooms for the night, weren't we?
How fast does the eye move? Is it gonna take you an hour to get there?
No. The eye moves.
Does it just like roll along the street? Because that could take a long time.
No. It's invisible.
So this says a range of 30 feet, and it creates an eye that hovers in the air for the duration.
Read the third paragraph.
As an action, you can move it up to 30 feet in any direction. There's no limit to how far it can move, but it can't enter another plane of existence. All right, I'm going to go ahead and tell you, just to save time.
Yep.
There's no 1-inch openings to get into the house. So you can send the eye, but you're going to be looking
chimney?
from the outside. Yeah,
There's no
there's a
chimney?
chimney, but the chimney's grated.
You knew you were coming.
What you didn't know is he hates birds.
Okay. So
Wait, you mean the mage has an idea of other mages' spells? We're dealing with a fucking genius.
Clever girl.
So here's what we do. We walk by the house and we throw a rock through the window. Then we come back here and I'll do the spell.
Okay. Susu is going to order a not expensive bottle of mead and or wine.
Okay, so technically, Trey, this I can take an action every 6 seconds.
Mm-hmm.
So this spell moves 30 feet per 6 seconds.
Okay.
I don't know how long that is.
Math.
Well, I mean, if you want to send it up there, that's fine. We'll move forward to the eye getting to the house because y'all know how to get there.
Yeah,
I'm just telling you, if you're wanting to look inside the house, you're going to need to create an opening.
Like I said, we got to go up there and break a window.
Okay.
I mean,
I would love to be a part of the breaking window party.
How much is like a low end bottle of mead or wine?
You can get wine here for 6 silver pieces.
6 pieces.
Is that like Boone's Farm wine?
All right.
No,
I mean,
this
or
is
you can
some
just do-
fancy like 19 crimes wine.
Susu will just like walk up to the bar during this discussion, get a bottle of wine, and be like, "All right, who's following?" And starts to walk out to go to the maiden center.
I'm gonna follow. I will follow.
Same.
I'm
Yep.
so pissed that you got an int bump. You have no idea.
Yeah. You know why? Because he knows he can give it to me. It doesn't really affect fucking much.
Yeah, if I had done it, he would have been like, "Good job,
Yeah.
Jim."
Well done,
Yeah,
Jim.
the ranger doesn't use ints. Who cares? Make it 24. Doesn't
What it's
matter.
doing is making you feel it, Jim.
I know.
That's the secret.
I know. He's taunting me. He's taunting me.
As we get close, I guess, once we can see the cottage up ahead, Susu will try and see if there's like, because I'm not sure the high road are we talking like still in the city? So there's still like,
Yeah, still in the
buildings
city.
along
So
the
the
whole
high
road?
road, that runs from Waterdeep to Neverwinter cuts right through the middle of Waterdeep.
so where his cottage is, where we're talking about, is still like amongst other buildings in a row, basically.
Yes. Yes.
Okay, so there's not like a ditch and somewhere we can just like get off the high road and kind of sit.
No, so as you're moving up the high road, as you move north in Castle Ward and then into the North Ward, the North Ward is kind of upper middle class. The Sea Ward is where all the rich assholes live with their villas and stuff. They've got big houses, but most of the, think like Victorian era, like row houses, those are the kind of cottages and stuff that you get in the North Ward.
And kind of eyeing the security. I know where we came in was kind of like run down, so there wasn't much security. Here you said middle class, so
Yeah, so
I assume there's not guards patrolling.
well, no, there are guards patrolling in the North Ward. Where you guys came in is an area that is technically called the Field Ward. It has got basically the city wall separates and segregates the Field Ward from the North Ward. And the Field Ward is so lawless because typically it's not inhabited. It basically is a refugee camp.
Right. Okay.
So you've got heavy patrols in North and Seaward because there's just a 30-foot high brick wall separating them from the field ward where all of the refugees from the Cult of the Dragon incident are currently basically living because the cult, ransacked and burned their villages to the ground.
Okay.
So there are frequent patrols at all hours in the North and Sea wards.
So I guess as we're kind of walking up and we see the home bin, I will look for possibly like an alley or somewhere where we can kind of slip into and be outside of the obvious end of the street, so that we can talk while we're not just like sitting in the middle of the street talking.
Okay. As you guys... Yeah.
Trey, I did the math. I can move the arcane eye up to 20 and a half miles in an hour.
Okay. Yeah,
I
you can definitely cover that.
Yeah.
So as you guys make it out onto the street, start heading north, at this hour of night, it's starting to get late. There are other people who are coming out with you who are ostensibly heading back to their homes to go to sleep. Okay, so you're going into Friday, I believe. It's going to be the 8th. There's a slight chill in the air, especially coming off of the Sword Sea right there at the Sword Coast. You get the occasional gust of wind coming through, carrying, the smell of seawater and fish coming in. And you'll notice at nighttime there's some things that you wouldn't normally see during the day, like you got the Dung Sweepers Guild out here picking up everybody's refuse and stuff off the street. The candle lighters are out here lighting street lamps and stuff, keeping everything lit, replacing candles. You've got broadsheet advertisers tearing down, old pamphlets and billboards and putting up fresh handouts and stuff on business walls and whatnot, advertising, the next holiday to come up in the city. But as you're moving past some back alleys, you get the occasional whiff of like rancid milk and stuff. And as you're moving north, you pass a couple of City Watch mobile guards, walking their duties and stuff. And as you turn down Del Zoran Street, it gets noticeably darker because there's not as much street lights and stuff here, and it gets a lot quieter. There's still some hustle and bustle going on the high road. You've still got horse and buggies carrying the rich people back to their houses and the rich merchants. But as you come up on what is ostensibly Raymond's cottage, you see the Mage for Hire sign hanging outside the door. There are no lights inside or anything that you can tell. The windows are very dirty. The hedge and everything around the place looks unkempt. Like it looks like it's, I don't want to say abandoned, but it looks like it's not been cared for and there hasn't been anybody coming or going for a while. There's one thing you do notice, there's a lot of soot and stuff kind of built up on the windows, so it makes it difficult to see inside, especially with no light source in there. But before we move into investigating the cottage, let's go ahead and take a 10-minute bio break.
Hey Trey, I got one quick question for you to think about.
Yeah.
While we're doing bio, Misty Step. It says I can go to 30 feet unoccupied space. I can see. So if I can see through the window, can I Misty Step inside the house?
I'll say yeah. Yeah, you can do that.
Okay.
All right. So be back in 10 minutes.
Cool. It's time for some shenanigans.
I swear to God, I thought he said Liamins. I was like, are you fucking insane? I was like, on the other hand, I mean, there's our first Archmage. So...
Yeah. Cadilla,
What?
you're not wrong. I don't know if it'll be the same because we ended up going to a cave. But...
What?
Do you not remember the sword thing?
I do remember it.
Okay. Yeah. That's why it all feels so familiar.
Because we were talking about it, I was like, wait, did we do this part already? And I forgot we had 2 campaigns at one point.
Right.
Right. So, guys, the important thing is not to metagame.
Right. I'm not going to.
I don't think anybody's going to do that.
I know. I mean,
It's
it's
easy
hard.
to do.
It's hard though because like you kind of like I'm trying to
Here's the
think
thing.
of
I don't
things.
remember the small details for everything. Like I don't remember our combat and stuff. I just know that we've been a part of this before.
I'm guessing it's going to be different and things are going to be changed and stuff. But I'm just saying, like, I'm not mad at getting gaming. I was just like, because Gus hasn't experienced this.
Yep.
I don't think Chris did either.
No, because he was in the other group prior when we did it.
Oh, hey Gus, did we gave you the Rod of Resurrection, right?
Yeah, then I died and someone picked it up.
Oh.
Yeah.
Right.
Chris
So
has
is your new character? Your new character still is a cleric though, right?
Yeah, he
Yes.
died. He came back, but Chris had the rod. Although Gus,
No,
I think he gave it back.
I have the rod.
Oh, you have
I
the
have
rod.
the rod.
Okay.
It's in my inventory. I just wasn't sure if we have we decided that we trust Graziano?
I mean, we gave him the rod in
think
the
we
first
did.
place,
Yeah.
and he attuned to it. I think, didn't he?
I think that was what he was, or he was gonna do that while
When
we
we were in the hut.
here. Oh, the
No,
okay.
I think he did that before he died.
That's right. Because
When we left,
Graziano died, and then we brought him back to life. That's right.
by making a deal, not with the rod.
Yeah, we should have just used the rod, I think. But anyway,
Why? We are in the middle of summoning demons now. We've got new scars and shit. It's cool.
yeah, we have fun. And my ideas are not bad.
No, it's not a bad idea.
I think
Problem
anyone's
is
got
that I
something
just
good.
I just keep getting pushback from certain Susus in the party.
I think that's Susu's job.
Yeah, I wanted that end point.
Oh, it's so funny.
Oh, all right. So, Boots of Elvenkind. That's right. I do have Boots of Elvenkind.
Yes, you do. I remember you picking that.
I don't know why. Why did I? It's been
Because
so long.
Remember, we only got 2 common, 1
that's
rare.
right. That's right. No,
and
that's
you had
right.
to pick, and you had 1 left over, and you're like, "I'll take Boots of Elvenkind."
Right, because my Dex is 15, and Boots of Elvenkind will help with stealth stuff. Now I remember. I remember.
It took a minute, but hey, there's only 2 type of people. Those people that remember, and the people that forget.
That was pretty good.
Oh, I'm gonna put my Arcana skill to the test tonight, I think.
Hell yeah, brother.
So I also I gotta remember when Trey comes back, the Abyssal, because we understand Abyssal now. So yeah.
Is that what happened when she gave us that, or was it just you that can understand Abyssal?
No,
I didn't
that
know
was that was from we all got Abyssal when we fought the worm thing.
Oh, did we?
Because of the chant that was going on in our head.
That's right. You're right. Graziano doesn't have it. We do.
Yeah,
though.
Graziano can't, but the rest of us can. And the one thing that I wanna ask about is that when looking at that, hey Trey, oh, he's not back on his headphone yet. But when like the blueprints for that sword, if that was looking at it with our understanding of Abyssal or not.
Yes, that was with your understanding of Abyssal. So your speaking Abyssal was able to tell you that it had something to do with like harnessing souls and stuff like that.
Okay.
But you weren't able to make out exactly what the spell does because there are some runes and stuff on there that look almost kind of derived from Abyssal, but different enough to the point that you can't read it.
Gotcha. Okay. Can I? I'll do that later. Now we're not in a position to do it, so I'll do it later. But I'll take some time and like Arcana investigate that. When I can find a library somewhere.
Okay.
And we were all also having a discussion about trying our hardest not to metagame Even though I'm sure you've changed things up, but
Yeah, I've changed a little bit, but a lot of the map is like still the same and stuff. So a lot of the story hooks are going to be the same, but I did change up the encounters a little bit.
To say only 3 of us somewhat remember
Yeah, I
what
think
happened.
only
So-
3 of y'all have done this. I know Chris
Yeah.
and Gus have not done this.
Yeah.
so Chris, going into like the next bit of the encounter, if I know it's kind of like our party is more like we're more adversarial, but if you could like kind of take more of the lead since you haven't done this before, I'm scared because I know how I play, and I know I'm gonna try not to metagame, but at the same time I might not be able to not do a little bit. You know what I mean? So like we have a plan, and then I'm gonna keep doing what I would normally do, but
I might ruin our plan right now.
It's okay.
my plan's a good plan though.
And I got a
You know,
different
Susu,
plan.
he likes to squad wipe.
Guys, listen.
TTK.
I've been thinking about changing my name. I'm kind of leaning towards Leroy Jenkins.
Hey, you know what? Brennis and you will be best friends.
Do you like chicken?
At least I didn't chicken.
I'm gonna eat my fried chicken.
How's your
You know how disappointed I was when I found out that was staged? I was so disappointed.
What?
Oh,
Wait,
but I
what?
mean, you didn't know it was just like a.
what?
I found out like
It's
everyone
staged?
else did years after. Like when it first came
No.
out, when it was first on the
Dude.
internet, it was before
What?
people did shit like that.
It was so obvious it was fake. Come on.
What? You are telling me something I did not know. That
Dude,
was
yes.
staged? That wasn't real?
No, that wasn't
Hard.
real.
It was, dude. It was so fake.
Motherfucker. Like, over a decade. Like, 20 years.
What are you talking about?
The
Leroy Jenkins?
Leroy Jenkins.
The old WoW video.
Oh yeah, yeah. Of course that
That
was
was
fake.
staged?
You thought that was real?
Yes.
I thought it was real.
No, everyone knew not to run into that room with the dragon eggs, man. Come on.
But
No,
he
I
did-
just
maybe
love that
I
they
never played
referenced it in fucking terminal
Terminal
list.
Yeah, it was so good.
Oh man. Well, and like even later, like years later, wow, you get like a title. You get like Jenkins as a title, so
Oh, really?
Yeah,
your
there-
character's last name was Jenkins. And,
That's
I
awesome.
mean, dude, it was huge. It blew up.
there's an achievement for going into for doing that room and activating all of the eggs.
Yeah.
And it's you get the title Leroy Jenkins.
I had no idea it was fake. I thought literally
John's
until
whole
right
life has
now.
been a lie until just
It has.
now.
Next thing you're gonna tell me is Santa's fake.
John, I hate to break it to you.
Look,
You shut
But
your
he's
poor
real,
mouth.
and so is the Easter Bunny.
like everyone knows, Santa is real. However,
Thank you.
Tooth Fairy is fake. In case you didn't know.
But
We
the
knew
Easter
that
Bunny
one.
is also
But
real.
the Easter Bunny and Santa still get together.
Obviously, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
The Easter Bunny's terrifying. You don't ever want to see it.
Bryce, the 6-foot anthropomorphic rabbit. I'm good. Thanks.
It's like a Donnie Darko's type scenario.
I love that movie.
Fucking Harvey. I don't need that shit in my life.
Harvey.
Okay. Can everybody see the map?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
Okay. All right. So I'm gonna let you guys take over. What's the plan?
One of you had a plan. So.
All right. So are we on the front side of the house?
Currently, yes.
You see any guards or anything like that?
I'll look up and down the street. Is there anybody else on the street?
There are a couple people on the street, just kind of coming and going, walking back to their houses.
Oh my God,
Get the
grid is getting
occasional.
bigger.
Dude, that fucking tripped me out just now.
Is it just me, or does the house seem smaller than it did a second ago?
What was in these drinks?
I would like to, as we're walking up the little road, I'd like to keep an eye out to see if I can see any. Oh shit! Well, morning camp. Okay, so with the What's break a window and then get your eye in is the plan?
No, I have a different idea. It's a better idea.
Okay.
Just just stay here and look drunk. You're doing a great job.
With that, he pops the cork off the wine bottle. Not a problem. Rennis, okay.
Yeah, right.
Okay, so Bartleby is just gonna slip away, making no sound, because he's wearing boots of velvet kind. He's gonna slip around the side of the house. Look for windows. There's a window, so he's gonna move over to here. And then look through the window. Kind of rub the glass a little to give himself a nice clear view. So what does he see when he looks inside?
Now move your character again. There you go. So Bartleby goes to wipe on the window before he realizes that the soot's on the inside of the window. So wiping the outside isn't doing a whole lot. But you are able to look in and get an idea of the layout.
Okay.
And
Can I see any candles or lanterns inside?
there is a candle. So as you're looking in the window, there looks to be a lectern or a reading desk or something right below the window where you're at.
Mm-hmm.
You can make out a chair into it. There's looking any deeper into the room is going to be a little bit more difficult, but there is a candle on that desk if you want to presto it.
Mm-hmm. I will presto the candle.
So I can't add light to the map, obviously, but
Okay.
I'll describe. The interior of the house looks pretty quaint. Nothing spectacular here, but with the additional light into the room now, you can make out a lectern in front of you. There's what looks to be some kind of, not necessarily a humanoid, but some type of creature's skull on the desk. It looks to be cleaned and polished. There's various runes and stuff on it, almost kind of like a focus of some sort. But there's an inkwell and a couple open books and stuff. There's a book that's out on the lectern currently that's got a bunch of markings in abyssal that you can make out. Looking further into the room, there looks to be a, almost like a reading table with two chairs at it. Your intuition would tell you would probably be where he conducted business and stuff, with people coming and putting in requests for enhancements or enchantments on certain items, things like that, or spell scrolls, calligraphy, things like that. Directly to your left, though, there's some kind of bookshelf or lectern that sticks out a good probably 3 or 4 feet from the wall, and you can't quite get an angle on it to see around that corner back into the northwest corner of the room, but you can, looking through there, you can make out almost a kind of faint kind of purplish blue glow emanating from that corner.
Okay. All right. So I can see like a 5 foot, like a space that I'll fit on the floor, right? Without.
Yeah, so if you wanted to Misty step in, you could.
Okay, so I will Misty step to, I think, here, I guess.
Okay.
And then I will just go and open the door.
All right. So after about, I'd say maybe 2 or 3 minutes, you guys hear the latch turn on the door from the inside, and the door opens into the house, and Bartleby motions you all to come on in.
Come inside, come on.
Inside we go.
That's the window. The door's right in front of you. There you go.
How do we know it's really you? What if you're the wizard, but you made yourself look like one? Say something only Bartleby would say.
You should have let me fight the troll.
know. I assume most wizards. It's-
The things you did to that poor baby.
Okay, he's Bartleby, guys. He's real.
Definitely Bartleby.
Bartleby.
Listen, this wine's a little bit stronger than
Okay.
I was prepared
Okay,
for.
so from now on, when we need to make sure it's us, just bring up the unspeakable things that you did to that
It was one of the horrible
poor
things
baby.
we've done.
Also,
The
for
baby
future
deserved
reference, when you're retelling the story of our lives, it'd be nice if you left that part out.
Did
Or
I
elaborate.
tell Tony about it? No.
I don't know. I kind of fell asleep there in the middle.
Yeah, no, I left that out. Look, I'm only going to tell people the parts that make us look better than normal. Anyway,
So should we
welcome.
look around?
I'm gonna. Yeah, hang on. We need better light. So, Trey, can I go ahead and light up all the candles?
Yeah. All right. For this, I'm gonna move to the daylight map just because it'll be easier for you guys to see.
Okay. But it's still dark.
Yes. Just operate knowing that it's with the impression that it's still dark outside.
See what's going on.
Everything's coming into focus. It's coming into focus.
I see.
Hands.
So
Enhance.
Enhance.
All right. I'll let you guys rejigger your I guess locations and stuff, but as you guys enter, first thing that strikes you is the smell of decaying flesh from the body in the northwest corner of the room. It appears to be laying in the middle of some form of incantation or ritual circle.
Can I close the night map?
Yeah, you can close the night map.
Well, he's I think we found Raymond. He,
This brings me back to our childhoods.
It really does. I'd like to say right off the bat, nobody go near that circle, unless you're me. And I'm gonna walk towards the circle. Not gonna go. I'm not. Listen, wait. Let me finish talking. I'm not going to go into the circle. I'm not going to cross any part of my body over the circle. I am just going to get as close as possible without touching it or crossing its plane while I look at the runes around it and try to figure out what it is. I have no intention at all of putting any part of my body into the circle or touching the circle.
Okay.
That's very clear,
Yes.
Trey. Because I know if I get too close with the character box, it'll like clip, and I don't want to.
No, you're
I
good.
don't should be like your 5-foot square frame crossed it. So
Yeah,
roll
no,
a-
you're
roll a
good.
dex save.
it's not dexterity. Jesus, you trying to get us
How? If we don't go look at it, how can we even confirm that it's him?
We don't even know what he looks like. But it's his house. He hasn't been seen for a while. And it's a half-dead body.
I'm just saying.
It's literally half a dead body.
If you happened to be doing something and you removed half of someone else's body, would you also not flee?
That's
We
a
don't
good
know if
point.
it's we don't know if it's him or someone else.
That's valid. That's valid. Okay.
Is there a
Can I arcana check this?
Yeah. Give me an Arcana check, DC 15.
I'm gonna go, since I'm not allowed to go near the fucking circle. Susu will move into the other room.
Did you
to
see that?
what's
It
going
was
on.
a 13, and then it kept rolling. Like, like it rolled to 13, and then it was like, nah, you can have a 9. But it's a 16, so I'm good.
You still got it. This looks like, as best you can tell, some form of teleportation circle, but the runes that are in the chevrons on the outer edge are not what you would normally put into a teleportation circle. There's some kind of origin similar to abyssal, similar to the runes that you've got on the blueprint from the sword that Tony gave you.
Okay. Okay. And obviously I can't make out the 2 that are smeared in blood, right?
No.
All right. Huh. Okay. I'm gonna take out a piece of parchment and do a quick sketch of it, so I
Okay.
can not. What I'm gonna do, like I'm gonna remember. I'm gonna draw the circles. I'm gonna draw all of the lines, right? And then
Yeah.
then I'm gonna draw lines and put the runes on the outside because I don't know if it will do something crazy if I actually write it down.
Yeah.
So I'm like into its components, but pointing to where everything is supposed to go.
Okay.
Um,
As you're doing this, you're looking at the circle around the body and stuff. As your eyes are glancing over the body, you notice that the right hand, the body has been severed almost diagonally. So basically, you've got the right arm and the shoulder, and then it just clips down to the left thigh. But the right hand has what looks to be a spell book that's cleaved in half diagonally, and the other half appears to be missing.
all right, I'm gonna look around. Is anybody paying attention to me?
Yeah.
Listening.
What?
Listening
Yeah.
to you.
Damn it.
Yes. I'm sitting there, too afraid to touch anything after you told me
Yeah.
not to touch the circle.
We're both just
And I'm just sitting
standing
there in the
here
middle of
with
the
Gus.
room, watching you do your thing.
Oh,
And I
all
look
right.
over at the table and I'm like, look, there's book things. And then that's
hey,
it. I'm
hey,
just sitting there.
Brennison Cade.
Yeah?
Can you guys go through those papers on the floor and see if that's just mail, so that's perfectly safe to touch. You want to go through those, see if there's anything that might tell us where he is, or if he left, or if anyone else is looking for him.
You know how to read, Kate? Kate,
Aaron,
also known as Kidella.
I'm here.
do you know
Do
how
you
to
know
read?
how to read?
I know how to read. What do you want me to read?
I don't know how to read.
The papers on the floor.
The one's right by you. We gotta look through them, see if we can see anything. I'm just here to hold things.
And Graziano, what are you doing? You're muted, by the way.
I was gonna go look over here, this book over here with the skulls on it in the corner of the room.
Okay, so Trey, when everybody is not looking at me, I'm going to just mage hand and grab that spell book.
Alrighty. Add half a spell book to your inventory.
Yes, it did not fucking kill me. That's why I didn't want anyone to be looking.
So, Cade, as you start going through the pile of mail that's been slid through the mail slot on the front door, you notice there's a couple of things here. Well, first off, are you going to open the mail?
I'm not gonna open it yet. I'm gonna look and see what looks important and not.
Okay.
I'll go through like what it says in the front. If it doesn't look important, I won't. But if it looks important, then I'll open it.
Okay. So I'd say probably 15-20% of the mail here. Let's say there's 10 pieces of mail. 3 of those pieces of mail are addressed to somewhere in Neverwinter. The return address on it is to a
What?
hang on.
Let me know if there's a copy of Play Dwarf in that mail.
I will.
I like that. Good job, Gus.
Well, I guess clerics have needs too, huh?
That's right.
What would your mother think?
Sorry, Gus. They only have the topless littles.
Oh,
Yeah. That's a terrible title.
Phrasing. Can we make that a thing in this game? I really want that to be a thing. Phrasing.
I mean, we already got a new one with the whole, there's two kinds of people.
All right, so you see some letters here addressed to a Duana Flynn in Neverwinter. 3 of them, they go back to a street in Neverwinter. The address on them says Raymond Flynn. Ostensibly, that would be this mage's last name. The rest of the mail, 2 more of the letters appear to come from students at Ogma's Hall of Knowledge. And then 5 pieces of mail look to be official correspondence from the City Watch. It says notice overdue rent payment.
Okay, so those I'll put to the side. I'll open whatever one's the newest one from the City Watch one. So then I can see how long he's been gone for. And I can toss the other 4 away. Can I give the 2 to Bartleby that were from the university or whatever? He can
Yeah.
get that, and then I'll read the rest of it.
So, the correspondence coming from Neverwinter basically is just, family inquiry. How are you doing? I haven't heard from you in a while. Are you still coming up for Thanksgiving this year? Yada, yada, yada. The correspondence from the students makes numerous references to Veru and mentions one of the students, which is recognized the name. Verhu, Verhu.
Got it.
One of them being the name of the person that you guys ran into on the high road. The other mail, the 5 overdue rent notices, it looks like they send them once a week. And the most recent one is dated 3 days ago. And it is basically the rent notice, the rent due is not for the cottage, it is for a mausoleum in the City of the Dead, which is like the massive city graveyard that Waterdeep buries all of its dead in. And specifically, it references Mausolon Mausoleum, which Mausolon is one of the noble houses in Waterdeep. It looks like, based on the notices here, he may have been renting that space from them. And his name is on the deed with the City Watch, so they've been sending the collection bills to him.
Excellent. Cool. So we gotta go to the City Dead to the mausoleum. What was the name again?
Mausolon, Massalan.
Mausolon Mausoleum.
And then I will. Susu, how are you doing in the bedroom? What's going on?
Oh no.
It's like a Jackson Pollock painting in here.
What is going on in the bedroom?
So when you approach the bedroom, the door is open, and you can see into there. It looks to be a wash tub, just a modest bed in the corner. There's a circular rug, and on the southwest corner, there looks to be a strong box that is locked. Did you want to attempt to open it?
Yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
And it's the only other, I guess, piece of furniture really in the room.
Yeah, other than the chair between the bed and the wash basin.
Yeah, I'll try and
check under the bed.
open that.
Okay, did you have, so the box is locked. Do you have thieves' tools or anything? Are you proficient in that?
I think I do. I do have thieves' tools. And I am proficient in them.
Okay. Would that be sleight of hand? Is that even a skill still?
No, you can roll. You should be able to roll the thieves' tools themselves as a skill. And if not, then it would be any deck skill that he's proficient with,
Okay.
because it'll add the same bonus as you would get for the thieves' tools.
So just roll dex.
Well,
Well, you've got sleight of hand. I don't see how would he roll with thieves' tools.
I do have sleight of hand.
Well, so in Foundry, like thieves' tool, you can make it its own skill.
Okay.
Because it's a tool and it ties into dex, but it's the same. So basically, like he could roll sleight of hand with his thieves' tools. It's going to be the same bonuses since he's proficient and thieves' tools rely on dexterity. See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Okay. So roll sleight of hand then.
Yeah.
Oh.
You opened the fuck out of that box. Well, you forgot to check for traps.
It's a mage house. How many traps could there be?
The kinds that explode.
So he said he tricked his own trap, is what he's saying.
All right. So you when you open the chest, there is no puff of smoke and explosion in your face. It looks to just be extra bed sheets, a couple changes of clothes. You do see find in the bottom there's a scroll case. It's got 2 scrolls in it, one scroll of arcane lock and one of continual flame. But other than that, there doesn't appear to be anything of value in the chest.
There's just a couple scrolls. Okay.
Yeah.
And then I'll just kind of do a general search of the room as well, just see if there's anything else before heading back out to the main room.
Okay. As you do your general search, when you're looking at the nightstand, you find a false back in the upper drawer, and there is a pouch of currency in there. It's got 10 gold pieces and 50 silver pieces. Graziano, when you approach the lectern, do you speak Abyssal?
No, Graziano wasn't with us when we learned Abyssal.
Okay.
Unless, do you have it on your character sheet, Gus?
I was just looking. I don't think so. Where would that be telling me?
It's
abilities.
under,
So if you look at your abilities tab, your languages spoken are all the way at the bottom. Looks like you've got Common, Dwarvish, and Gnomish.
Yes.
Oh yeah, so you approach the lectern, but the writing that is in the book there is illegible to you. You can tell it looks kind of angry. Various other assortments on the table, though. There is basically a rolled out thing of tools. You would assume to be probably tools of like a gem cutter or something along those lines. They look like, diamond picks and things like that, chisels, files, stuff for fashioning and polishing gems. And then there is an inkwell on the table that rather than your standard black ink has got a almost kind of phosphorescent, like tinged red, kind of almost metallic looking ink.
Hey fellas, a lot of weird shit over here. I can't read this angry book. And this inkwell does not look like it's ink. Anyone know?
ooh, sounds
Probably Goyslop.
sounds like something I should look at.
Should eat it.
Pop on over.
All right, yeah. So Bartleby, you can recognize the language in the book is Abyssal, just like you noticed before. If you pick it up and rifle through it, you can flip to the front cover, and the title is an exhaustive guide to the layers of the abyss. He was obviously doing some kind of crazy hellish shit. The ink that is in the well, you would recognize, being someone who can scribe scrolls and spell books and stuff, to be a kind of almost like chromatic metallic ink that you would use when you're inscribing certain spells and things like that. It's actually pretty expensive. Like it's imbued with certain like gem dusts and stuff. So it's stuff that's not readily available. Just over the counter type of thing. It's something that has to be ordered and produced specially, and is used mostly just by mages and scribes.
There a stopper?
Yeah. You could put a stopper in it and take it with you if you wanted to.
Oh, I'm definitely doing that.
Okay.
So I'm gonna write it down as mage ink. That's all right.
Yeah, that's fine.
All right. So I'm very intrigued. So the book is about the layers of the abyssal plane.
Yes.
Is that all that's? Because I can't really tell. Is there more paperwork on the desk?
There is a blueprint for the sword that matches the one you've got.
Okay.
So that would confirm you're in the right place. So this is Raymond's cottage. He has been commissioned to produce the sword that you've come here to locate. But other than that, it just looks like loose pieces of blank parchment. There's some materials there to create like a book binding. So like possibly he may have been writing a book or cataloging his studies into tomes and volumes and things like that, because he is you do know from the encounter on the high road that he does kind of moonlight as a professor. He teaches a couple classes at the Font of Knowledge, but
So we have the abyssal book of the plains.
yes, here I've got a
So
gonna
is
parse
this does this table over here that I'm standing at, does it have drawers or anything else I can search, or is it just like a flat like work table?
it's just a flat work table in the corner.
And then is this a bookcase?
So there is a bookcase just to the north of you,
Yeah.
and it looks like it's been pulled out and kind of rifled through, but there are some various photos and knickknacks and stuff in frames on top of it. A couple of them are look to be him accepting possibly his diploma or something from some university. Him in various like exotic locations, like possibly he did some traveling or something in his younger days. But there's also a photo there of him with a young, looks to be half-elf woman, and this photo looks a little bit different, like almost they're not necessarily family, but I guess the intimate. You can tell by the way he's looking at her in the photo that he's definitely got some kind of attachment or feelings for this woman.
Okay. Are there any other like wizardry books?
Not in this cottage that you can see, which is kind of strange for you, because most you would know,
Right.
being a wizard yourself, that one of the things that's a hallmark of a wizard is you guys love to read and collect books and knowledge and stuff. There does not appear to be any of that on display here in his cottage, and honestly, you would not be able to work in this environment because you would not have the tools and product needed to perform the tasks required of your vocation here. If you
So this is not
using
his-
your
this is
powers
not
of
his
insight,
workshop.
this is not where he does his business. This is where maybe he conducts and negotiates deals. The actual mage shit does not happen here.
Okay.
So what we're assuming is him dead on the floor, cut through. Plans to build a sword, a book about abyssal planes, and he's rented a mausoleum in the graveyard.
Mhm.
Were you able to determine what the circle was? Is it a circle of protection? Then
It's
he's trying to protect himself from something.
no, it's more along teleportation from what I can gather. I can't see the two runes that are covered in blood, but it looks like a teleportation circle, but the runes that are being used are not necessarily ones you would put in a teleportation circle. So I'm not really sure if we can. Would I be able to tell if the circle is active, or how to activate it? Like if I Arcano or investigate, like.
I'd say you could get an idea of like if it's a somatic or like an audible, like an audio cued type of thing, but I don't. With so much of it being obscured, I'm gonna say you wouldn't be able to figure out exactly how to operate it. Now, your Arcana would tell you something like this normally requires a command word and some type of not necessarily a consumed component, but it's not something that just snaps and goes off by itself. You have to intend to use it.
Okay, I just wanted to hear you say that.
Yeah.
Not gonna catch me, Trey. All right. So what I'm gonna do, I'll go over. Let's see if we can clean this up a little bit. Hey, Brennis.
Yeah.
Can you see the foot that's hanging out of that circle?
Yeah.
Yeah, just give it a yank. Get that guy out of there. It'll be fine.
Isn't that like disturbing the dead? You think I got a problem with that? And he goes over and he grabs him by the ankle and pulls him out.
Okay. Also,
he's a bit gamey.
Yeah. So why don't we do this? Move that table. Just roll him up in the rug so he's nice and neat and in the corner. I think is the best way to do it. You know, give him.
Does what Bartleby asks me to do.
A little bit of dignity, I guess.
While he's moving around, does he have any like of the same tattooed symbols on him, like happened on Susu's arm?
You do not recognize any of that on him, but however, you do see some of the symbols on your arm in the circle that he was pulled out of.
Mm-hmm. So there's a good chance that this was like a preliminary or similar aspect to what they were doing along the road.
Yes.
People around. So he was trying.
Did I miss something? I feel like I missed.
This happened last session when you weren't here.
Okay.
Oh,
Bartleby would have been interested.
We never told Bartleby.
No, you didn't.
Oh no, he doesn't know. Oh, we started some shit, Bartleby.
All right, you'll fill me in on shit I need to know, and then I'm gonna need the full story later. Once they get the body out, I'm gonna start prestoing away the blood since I can clean it up 1 square foot at a time.
Okay.
Bartleby, we basically just opened a portal to the 9 gates of hell, and the demons are coming, and Susu's covered in tattoos that are actually more like scarification that are all through his arms, and we're basically harbingers of the end times.
It's one arm. One arm.
Oh, one arm. My bad. I didn't mean to exaggerate the situation.
And you have the unmitigated fucking gall to tell me I have bad ideas?
Well,
I teleported first and nothing happened. We didn't know it was his damn ring that was gonna do it.
Yeah, that kind of.
Where
I
did
thought I was just gonna get struck by lightning, and
we just
that's not what
teleported
happened.
like 5 feet.
Yeah, it was one of the obelisk things.
Yeah, it was probably about 20 yards total.
What did
they
what
happened
did the
upon
woman
a
say she
mad
was working
scientist
for?
off the side of the road.
Yeah, what did the mad scientists? They said they were working from the college, right?
Yeah, so she mentioned Raymond as the guy that was
Raymond.
heading up the research.
That was Raymond. Okay.
And basically she was out there just conducting like fact-finding missions. They weren't sure if this stuff was going to work or not. But
Lo and behold,
you know,
some
she gave
lonely
y'all
travelers
some
came.
she found some willing guinea pigs and decided to test out their theories.
The Green Dragon was really pissed and said we basically just fucked the whole world. And yeah, that's where we're at on that one.
And you guys didn't think to fill me in on that?
Oh, I forgot. I thought you were there. For some reason, I just always felt your presence the whole time we were going through that.
You were guiding him
Yeah, I felt your presence pushing
down that
British
tunnel.
forward.
You were guiding him down there.
Oh, for fuck's sake.
I mean,
Okay.
it wasn't a big deal. It's not that important.
We got time to figure it out.
Like I
I'm
just
sure.
said, you have the unmitigated fucking gall to tell me I have bad ideas. I don't want to hear it from you, Susu.
I also said Brynnis has bad ideas. So in fairness, I'm right on both accounts.
All right. So Trey, once I clean off the blood, I'll take note of those other two, put them in my diagram as well, and then does that give me any other insight as to how to use this circle or what to do with it?
So once you've removed the blood and you're able to look at the circle, you're still not entirely sure how it works because you don't 100% understand the language that the runes are written in, but you understand enough to activate it.
But we're saying don't activate it, right?
Well,
Here's what I'm thinking. Hear me out, guys. Just hear me out. We know that the thing can teleport at least a short distance. There's a good chance it teleports to the mausoleum, possibly. So instead of risking doing something we don't know yet, we could head over to the mausoleum, see if there's another similar circle there. It would act as like the other teleport circle, and see if there's a big bad evil guy with a sword that we need that we didn't have to take.
I mean, I'm fine with that. Whatever you guys want to do.
I mean,
Last time we teleported, it didn't really work out too well.
We know that we have at least a couple days before they like condemn the property, we assume, at least, because the last thing came in a couple days ago. Cade, what did it say? How long does he have before they like throw away his shit and take back the house or the mausoleum?
The notice said that he's going basically to continue to accrue fees and penalties until the debt is serviced.
Okay, so I don't know. We got maybe
Alright.
some time.
okay.
I don't know. My thought process would be let's head over to the mausoleum first before we start activating fucking unknown teleport circles for a second time in this campaign.
Yeah, maybe if we go to the mausoleum, maybe there'll be another circle with half of a body. I don't remember.
We're not supposed to remember.
I mean, I don't know how this game works.
We've never been here before, Aaron.
That's what I said.
Cade.
I was sleeping. It was a dream.
Listen,
All right.
I
Okay.
think Susu's onto something.
Yeah, considering. How
There's
did we
nothing else
explain
to
my
do.
absence last week? Was I there and just not doing anything, or?
You were
were
You were
sick.
near the
spending
card.
time and sleeping or
Yeah.
something.
Okay. Well, considering
very
what you
much.
fucknuts did last time when I was sleeping, I'll say now what I would have said then. Don't go into a magic circle unless you know exactly how it works.
Well, that would have been way more useful a while ago.
No. You don't get to talk back. All right, so I go to the bookshelf. I'm gonna take on the bookshelf. There were personal mementos, things like that. Trey.
Yeah.
Okay.
Good night, Dad.
Good night, buddy. I'll see you tomorrow.
All
You
right.
too.
So
Good night, Benjamin. Have a good time.
good night, Ben.
Mr. Aaron said good night. So did Mr. Jim.
Good night, Mr. Aaron. Good night, Mr. Dan.
And Mr. Aaron.
Yo, I am not Mr. Aaron. I am just Aaron. Get out of here.
He is. Them they, sir.
Okay. So the mausoleum may house the other half of this circle.
Mhm.
If it houses
Oh,
the
no,
other half
yeah.
of this circle, logically, because
The other half of him will be there.
yes, but also this is not where a wizard would work. Like, yeah, little study session, little bookmaking thing, but none of this is really like a workshop. So we want to take as much personal stuff of his with us in case we need to reference things that, like, it, you know, like if I set up a workshop, you know, there'd be something like, you know what I mean, like some, like if it's like, you know, what color is the chick's hair in this picture or whatever. Like, we want to bring some stuff so we can kind of reference it. Anyway, I'm gonna do that. So I'm gonna just take all this shit and put it in my bag.
Okay.
I got plenty of fucking space in my haversack, so everything goes in the bag. And then let's beat it on out of here before the cop comes. And what I'm gonna do, I'm gonna take all that correspondence. Susu, are you telling me about the scrolls you found?
Yes. I was gonna ask the GM about if they were dropped in the
Yeah, they're in the inventory tab on the party sheet.
Okay,
Alright,
so I'm just gonna give those to you then,
Okay.
Bartleby, because I don't really know.
Right, I didn't want to assume.
I'll just hand them over. I'll just bring them in the room and hand them over to you.
But you're pocketing the gold, aren't you, fucker?
Well, I mean, I don't.
Dude,
Calm down. Calm down.
you absolutely should. That's very in line with your character.
I mean, it will be used to buy the team drinks, so you know.
Yeah,
Is what it is.
I don't know about it.
That's right. Yeah, no, I'll give you the scrolls. Just say I found these in the other room. But yeah, I think we should head over to the.
All right, so Trey, so whatever like knickknacks are on that bookcase that I think might be like a personal memento that might help us in his workshop if we need to like key into something that's like some kind of lock or puzzle or anything, like if we
Okay.
need, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that, and then I'm gonna just drop this stuff in my inventory. Oh god. Okay, so this goes in. Now I have to type in where everything goes.
All right. So, does anybody else have anything they want to look at here?
Did we check what's in the little corner of the bedroom, whatever that water or whatever that is?
It's
Yeah,
like
it just looks like a
bathtub.
wash basin. Yeah, a bathtub.
Oh, then I guess we're. Oh wait, did you check the fireplace for burned papers or anything?
No, nobody did check the fireplace. You do find snippets of possibly other, not necessarily invoices, but like orders. You know, you can make out like one of them looks like an order for a certain number of spell scrolls of some type, things of that nature. But it looks like whenever he'd complete jobs, he would put the basically the request and who requested it into the fireplace. So it looks like he was trying to maintain some level of confidentiality with his clients. So not necessarily always working on the up and up.
Cool. All right,
Do
I'm
we-
good.
Do we think he was hired to do this, to like discover this teleport thing?
Well, we'll find out, I guess.
We'll find out because we didn't find any of the right documents to support that theory.
No, I mean saying like mage for hire, so I didn't know if it was like. Okay. Anyway, yeah, I think we should head to the lobby.
The
Alright, so,
menagerie monastery.
Hey, Susu, when we leave, are you gonna be able to lock this door back up behind us?
Probably. I mean, if not, I could just lock it and climb through the window, I guess.
Should we move the body back where it was, or just?
I mean, people are gonna know that it was tampered with. Yeah, I don't really know what it matters.
Okay, I'll take care of it then.
Alright, so you guys heading to the mausoleum now?
Yeah.
Okay.
Let's go.
Alright, let's do, give me 5 minutes. Let me get the map and everything set up, and we're gonna fast track some city walking.
Okay.
Over to the mausoleum.
And Trey,
Hmm.
in the meantime, after we do that, I'm gonna take a short rest to recover some spell slots.
Okay.
So I'm not at. Because my first casting of Misty Step is free for the day.
Yeah.
And then my second one would take a second to all the spell slot, so if I rest 15 minutes, I can get it back, just so in case we run into shit at the mausoleum, I'll be at full spell slots. Does that work?
Alright, yeah, the homebrew short rest is 10 minutes, but does not recover spell slots. To get your spell slots, you gotta rest 6 hours.
I don't recover spell slots at all during the day?
No.
Will Anderson, one defensive player.
Well, isn't that a wizard ability that you do that?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Oh,
so I
is
think
it?
that's
Okay.
it's a specific ability.
Okay.
I mean,
alright.
it's a feature.
Yeah.
Arcane.
Oh, so that's something that your class gets.
Yeah.
Okay, never mind. Ignore that.
Okay.
Alright. Okay, you guys are heading to
But I can
short
only
resting.
do it once per day.
Yeah. Okay. Alright, I got you. Alright, so you guys are heading to Mausoleum, gonna short rest. We'll say when you get there, you recover your spell slot. Give me 5 minutes, let me go ahead and get this map and everything pulled up.
Dude, Will Anderson got 3 awards today. That's a joke. He wasn't that good.
Who?
Will Anderson out of Alabama.
What?
Most outstanding college lineman, defensive player of the year, and the other defensive player of the year.
But Alabama's still not in the fucking playoffs.
Everybody's super high on Will Anderson. I don't know if he's going to be very good in the NFL, though.
Well, we'll see.
Guys,
It
I
always.
just point out that Croatia beat Brazil.
That was
And
the best
penalty
part of
kickoff.
sports today. I
And
hate
Argentina
Brazil.
beat the Netherlands.
Yeah, that should have been a very different game. Messi.
It was
gave
a
the hand
great
of
game
God.
to watch though, bro.
Yeah, but Messi. I did watch it, but
I'm gonna
Messi
go
had
get
that
some
hand
coffee.
of God save. Get out of here.
Yeah.
That guy, he should have been straight red carded for that.
The Netherlands got a red card.
Yeah, I know. No, they didn't. They got 2 yellows.
No, they got a red.
No, they didn't.
Yeah, they did.
No, they didn't.
Denzel, whatever.
Washington,
minute
he doesn't
128.
play there, idiot.
I'm looking at it right here. He got red
Yeah.
carded. Idiot.
Yeah, Denzel Washington doesn't play for them.
Denzel Dumfries at 128.
Exactly. Yep.
Yeah,
that's what I
I'm
thought.
looking
That's
it
what I
up.
thought.
It's right
That's
here,
what I
you
thought,
idiot.
John.
Yeah.
What an idiot.
Look
Guy
at
didn't even
you,
watch
knowing
the
nothing
game.
about sports, you stupid
Guy's over
idiot.
here not watching games that he said he watched.
Pretty sure you obviously didn't see it, so duh.
You didn't watch it, obviously. Are you
Then
getting a haircut?
tomorrow.
Ah.
Why?
I figured you would have switched to get it today and then do it instead of tomorrow. So
What are you
guys
gonna
could watch
What are you
the
gonna
game together.
get?
No, I'm
haircut?
just barely getting a haircut. I'm
you
getting
getting a
trim up, get the
pompadour?
sideburns not looking, not.
Get a pompadour.
I was gonna actually shave down the middle and then just have two like
You
pigtails
should
on the
get
side.
a skullet, bro.
The skullet.
This
I'm actually gonna
Straight
go
razor
for
from the
more
middle.
of a professional mullet with the stash.
You shaved the Fu Manchu. I forgot. I didn't even look.
I just shaved
Or
the
not Fu Manchu, the
soul
soul patch.
patch because
Yeah, you needed to get
Amber
rid of that.
said give it a try without the soul patch, and I was like, all right, soul
Yeah,
patch
don't
grows
use-
back fast.
You don't want the soul patch. You don't look good with it.
You don't look good with it. I
I
looked
know,
fucking
that's why I didn't grow
badass.
it.
I looked
No, you
like
didn't.
Doc Holliday. I fucking love the soul
No,
patch.
you look like you were gonna.
I was
party
going
hardy.
straight Doc Holliday, and it looked so goddamn good. But then
You look
I
like you were
put
gonna
it into
party
beer
hardy
pressure.
like with Jeff Dahmer.
Yeah,
look like.
like Jeffrey Dahmer, not Jeff Dahmer.
No, Jeff Dahmer,
Jeff-
his gay cousin.
Jeff was his father. Okay.
All right, bitches. There's whiskey in my coffee.
Hell
Let's
yeah.
Shit up.
Little Irish.
Bailey's whiskey or
Did you just
Tearing
make
it
it
up.
Irish, my friend?
No, it is.
Canadian Mist.
Trey will know the place in in Gatlinburg. That whiskey
Pigeon
place.
Swarm?
Old Smoky.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
the salted caramel.
Ooh,
That's
fun.
good.
That sounds like
delicious.
a lot of sugar.
You're selling a lot
It
of
is.
sugar.
I
Yeah,
am
yeah.
a lot of sugar, bitch. Why bitches can't stand me.
Sugary, sweet.
You get diabetes.
you
Isn't it,
date me, you get diabetes.
Mine
I'm
is
too sweet.
mine is type 3.
Type 3 diabetes?
Mm-hmm.
The fuck's type 3?
Kind of where I shove my boot up your ass.
Ah. I was waiting for
Got
the
him there.
punchline.
We got him
Fucking
there.
got me. Fucking got me.
It was horrible. I'm sorry.
Yeah, you big idiot. Now you're gonna have to grow your soul patch out again. And hate
For
that.
some reason, I felt like we told you what happened last session, and
You
now I'm
didn't.
realizing we never fucking talked to you about
we
it.
didn't because we
And
haven't, I haven't actually talked to
literally,
him since.
we pretty much fucked the whole world. Like, we opened Pandora's box, my friend.
I mean, I can understand how you may have been like, we should probably tell Jim about this. We really should tell Jim about this. We told Jim about this.
Right,
Like-
that's how it worked. In my head, that's exactly what happened.
Look, I get it. I get it. Nobody
we-
wants to tell.
the thing is
nobody
that
wants to tell the wizard
spiritually-
that they just magically fucked the world while he wasn't there. I
Well,
understand.
Spiritually, you're
while we
always
were
guided.
going through hell and actually seeing all the horrendous things as we opened the gates, we all thought Bartleby would approve of this.
I
mean,
just
I would-
assumed.
I would be fascinated, but also pissed off at you.
I just assumed like Susu and Brennis like walking back slowly to the cart was just like.
Don't tell.
Let's
You don't
yeah,
tell? No, it's just, we won't tell.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Shh. You'll
It's all-
figure
it's
it
all-
out later.
It's okay. Yeah, it's all good.
It's fine. It's fine. You guys are the fucking meme. You're the meme. The house is on fire. It's fine.
It's fine.
Everything's fine.
Those new scar tattoos you have, no problem. It says something in ancient abysmal that we don't even understand, no problem.
Dude, it's normal. It happens to everyone.
The green dragon's like, oh yeah, I haven't seen this dialect since the beginning of mankind. No problem.
It's fine.
Oh my god, John.
What?
I'm like half remembering the fight.
Oh yeah, that's coming up.
Trey said he made it. It's going to be harder.
Yeah, because we're all higher levels. We went in at level 1 and all fucking. Yeah.
Oh my god, we're gonna die.
I mean, it's
That was
very
so
likely that not
fucking
all of us
hard.
are gonna make this.
That was
Just sing-
so fucking hard.
Sing Grazi.
Do what?
Sid Crosby.
Oh,
Yeah, fuck that guy.
Right in the cubby hole.
Although if the whole thing does fill up with water, I have a cloak of the manta ray.
that's true, you do.
So
you
I'll
son of
be
a bitch.
okay.
You son of a bitch.
I'll be fine. I don't know about you guys.
Only 2 people survived that encounter. It was you and Carly, right? Everybody else died.
Yep, me and Carly survived.
We had
No, one other
How many
person
people-
did.
I survived. I was alive.
And Aaron survived.
Yep,
no.
I did.
Aaron,
Yes, I did.
no, because
I
Aaron
did, 'cause
passed
I had,
out.
like,
no,
one.
you idiot.
Yeah,
We went
I was
into
alive.
another room, and you fell asleep, and I tried to rescue, and that was part of the reason I died.
Oh,
It was
that's
one of the nights
right.
you fell asleep
Oh,
on the
that's
fucking
the
couch,
one.
you
Yeah,
idiot.
that's right.
That's
right. I did.
right.
Yeah,
I fell asleep.
that's right.
And
That's
Aaron,
my.
R.I.P. Leonidas.
That's what my reputation got solidified as. I'm
As the
sleeping if I
dude that
don't do
falls
too
asleep
much.
on the couch because you did it twice.
and then
We can see
Not
you
my fault there
sleeping on
wasn't
the
anything
couch.
happening.
You're on camera, just like
and that's what pissed Aaron off so much that he's like, I
That
don't
he
want to
quit.
play anymore.
I
But he
never
does have
wanted
really
to
nice
quit or
calves.
anything. I didn't want
Aaron
to
really
quit or
does have
anything,
nice
but-
calves.
I mean, my legs are looking really good. It's the one.
Not
get
you,
to
the other
midsection.
Aaron.
That's what I'm
Yeah,
saying.
you're
I do.
alright.
That's what I said.
That guy.
Do you
That was
guys
the
know a
first
good
time ever.
PS2 emulator?
Do what?
Do you guys know do you guys know of a good PS2 emulator for the computer?
I've not seen one. I've not looked though, really.
I have to find one.
Find you.
Why is the sound all weird?
I don't know. I was getting some weird popping and clicking.
That's
Yeah.
me.
Oh, is it you? Okay. Yeah, Cadella. Fucking fall asleep again. I'm gonna come to your house in Chicago and stab you.
Well, lucky for me, I won't even be here in a week for like the next 2 months.
I really
Sounds
want
like
that
you
to
have a
happen.
vibrator in your butt right now.
Me?
Yeah.
Yeah.
All I hear is. Zzz.
That's how he's such a good chess player.
Hang on.
They're sending signals. Who was it? Wasn't Magnus that got busted for that, right? Who was it though?
I think no, I can't remember.
It
Some
wasn't Magnus
American
because he's
kid.
been in another tournament.
You guys know somebody who got caught with a butt plug up their butt?
No, one of the grand champions of chess was getting like signals sent to him about what they're supposed to do. It was like Morse code or some shit like that. Oh, we lost Jim.
Can you reshare that map? I just accidentally put it too.
Ruh-roh.
All I see is black.
Or at least I'm looking at the map.
Dark Sanctum.
Better yet, how about I just describe it to you
Okay,
as it happens?
sounds good. What's happening?
Right now, we're just in all black, although we just got 2 lines for a long way that turns brown.
With wavy lines.
Yeah,
Wavy
you're
lines.
not very good at this.
You know what? I'm never claimed to be very good at descriptive capabilities.
Which could be branches? Are those branches?
So as you guys move through the city, it is, for all intents and purposes, extremely late now. The only people out are ne'er-do-wells and City Watch. So you get stopped a few times on your trek south through the city. Once you make it out of the North Ward and to the south end of the Castle Ward, nobody hassles you anymore because there are no more City Watch patrolling down there. You come across the odd pickpocket or two, but they don't fuck with y'all because you guys are rolling in force. But as you make it to the City Watch, you make it into the cemetery just as they're closing the gates. And at this point, what you guys didn't know is at nighttime, that's when the will-o-wisps and stuff and weird spiritual shit happens in the graveyard. So you guys see a couple of humanoid-looking shadows and apparitions moving through the area that kind of disappear when you take a second look and actually try to focus in on them. But as you continue through, you follow the laid out pathway and you make it eventually to Masalan Mausoleum, which is around the outskirts of the City Watch, or not City Watch, City of the Dead. Basically, the way Waterdeep is, City of the Dead backs up all the way to the cliffside. So you've only got like half of it is walled off. The other half just has a natural cliff face that people usually don't try to climb up. But in order to get in to Mausoleum, there's a path that walks around and kind of winds down the side of the cliff face a little bit before it turns inward, and then you've got a set of old, they don't look to be very well used and very well kept set of stone stairs that cut into the side of the mountain and go straight down into the darkness. Those of you that can actually see the map I've sent out, go ahead and decide what your party order is. Basically, as you move down into the mountain, you come to what looks to be a large stone door that is slightly cracked open, but there's not basically when you look through the crack of the door you can make out some dancing of lights, almost like there's like a brazier or some torches or something lit on the other side. But to see any more into the area you'd have to physically open the door.
We just roll initiative. It's more fun.
All I can see is like a stairwell.
Trey,
that's it.
Can you reshare the map? I'm
Yeah.
sorry.
Yeah. Losing my voice. You know what? I like that, Aaron. Let's roll initiative.
What?
Why,
Really?
Aaron?
We're doing it. Yeah.
Cadella, you son of a bitch. I love it. I'm trying to remember where the fuck initiative is.
Main page.
On your main character, in it between your AC and speed. Damn, look at those rolls.
Damn,
When,
look at those rolls.
You guys make it down to the bottom of the steps, and while you're discussing who's going to open the door, Cade says, "Fuck this," and
Get it,
kicks
roll,
that son
guys.
bitch open. And
course he does,
when
God
he
damn it.
slams the door open, you instantly, your eyes kind of adjust to the light level inside the room. You appear to be in, a crypt. And inside the crypt is a lit brazier that is burning almost kind of a green flame.
Damn,
You could say that it looks magical. But
looks nice.
as your eyes adjust, you recognize that there are multiple moving figures inside this room. And they instantly turn at the commotion of the door being kicked open and start to make their way towards you all. Looks like an assortment of undead horrors and various zombified type creatures.
Well, this is terrifying.
Well, you really rang the bell.
Why did I have to kick it? Why couldn't
Thanks,
I have just
Cade.
knocked?
Because Cade would have not knocked.
I'd be like, guys!
Can we just roll initiative?
Did it. I'm in.
You son of a bitch.
It's like every GM's dream. It's like, yeah, sure, no problem. Just roll initiative.
Sure,
guys.
I was gonna have these guys come in waves slowly, but fuck you too, buddy.
So much for surprise round.
Oh.
There's two kinds of people in this world.
Oh no.
Trey,
Kind that are
can
idiots
you
and
put
the kind that ask for initiative.
can you put my familiar up on the board too?
Yeah.
Thank you.
Have you got
Don't
his
tell this,
sheet
like-
pulled up?
I'm out.
Yeah, I have his sheet pulled up.
All right, go ahead and roll initiative for him.
All of us?
No, just
Fuck,
Glenn
there's so much shit in here.
Yeah, but they're just a bunch of evil dead hands. Evil
There's
dead
massive fucking
skeletons,
ogres, you idiot. What are you
and
talking about?
evil
Just an evil dead hand.
zombies.
Are these
Right,
like the
evil
hands
dead
from Zelda
ogres.
that'll take you all the way back to the beginning of the
They
story?
drop down on you if you just stand there too long.
Like the thing
That's-
from Adam's Family.
Still don't know why it won't let me move tokens onto the
Or
maps,
Ash's
but whatever.
cut off hand.
All right.
Mhm.
All right.
All right, Susu, you're up first.
Okay. What the fuck do you want me to do with this?
How do I fucking select the goddamn template again?
I'm gonna hold my action, I guess, and go later in the round. I know people have other stuff.
Okay, just let me know when you want to go, and we'll update your initiative.
Yeah.
So
It's
wait,
like
he's-
Graziano and then
Fireball?
Cade.
So are we looking at the party sheet watch order?
So if you on the top right under your tools,
Yeah.
there's two swords that are crossed that are gingerly touching tips. Click that,
Combat tracker. Got you. All
and
right.
that's where you can see the initiative.
Thank you.
And
All right.
combat.
Pop that bitch out.
All right. Let's start fucking lighting some shit on fire.
Do it.
Yeah, grass. Coming out swinging, baby.
Do it.
Okay, so Susu's holding. I'm going to pass turn to Graziano.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
Just looking to see. All right. How do we do fireball?
Draw a template. So right click
Okay.
in the upper left hand corner of the circle. There's a little arrow called pointers. Go ahead and click that. And click the circle, and you'll want to click and drag to pull the circle open. Just pull it to, is it 20 feet, Jim?
Yep.
Okay.
20-foot diameter. Wait. 20-foot radius. Sorry.
Okay. Right, then if you hover over the middle, it should let you click and drag the circle around. There you go.
It's moving on me.
So if I'm in that circle, will it hurt us too?
Yes.
Yes.
I
Yes.
think so.
Neither one of us can spell sculpt. So, yes.
Okay, gotcha.
All right. It's a bit of a lag. Having trouble.
I got it positioned about dead center in the room. Is that
Thank
about
you.
where you want it?
That's it. Yes.
Okay, what I need you to do for me, every enemy that circle touches, I want you to hold down control and then left click all of them so you can target them all.
Control. Left click.
So many things.
Okay.
Alright, so now on your actions tab on your character sheet,
Actions tab on my character sheet. Is that under main?
so if you look on the right hand, your actions tab is the last one on the bottom.
Why don't I see that? I think I would know this stuff by now.
So like on your character sheet, if you look towards the upper right hand corner, you've
Yeah.
got like note tabs,
Yeah.
like main, skills, abilities. The last one on the bottom there should say actions.
Why don't I see this?
Are you?
Are you-
Is it hiding?
Are you looking at your character sheet?
Your character sheet, not the bar.
Yeah,
on the
not
right-hand
the
side.
combat tracker.
Okay.
You need to look at your character sheet.
So
Double click on your character portrait up top.
it's the one that says main skills abilities.
Yeah. So
Yeah,
at
you
the bottom
wanna
of
go
that
down to
list is
actions.
actions.
And the bottom. Oh, there it is. Okay, thank you. All right.
That's now on that page at the very bottom where it says spells level 3. You've got fireball. To the right hand side of that, you've got a little magnifying glass. Click that
Yep.
and it'll expand.
Okay. Yes.
Okay, now you want to hit cast.
Oh, that was not the right dice.
Yeah, it was. That was the save.
D20. Oh, there was the save. I was like, that's not damage dice.
All right, so you rolled the so you rolled the attack. Now roll the one that the little red teardrop that says damage. Click on
Yep.
that one.
Okay.
I like your dice, guys.
Thank you.
All right, describe your attack as you launch your fireball into the center of this room for
So I stepped-
27 fucking
So I
damage.
step in front of my friends, and I'm all like, "I got this. I've been dead before. Now these motherfuckers are going right back."
It's our fucking got NASCAR.
As he's doing all of his like theatrical hand movements, Bartleby just looks at him and goes, "Drama queen."
You beautiful man, get rid of those hands.
Right, when you launch your fireball into the room and you do a good bit of damage and you actually kill a couple of your foes. A couple of the skeletons are obliterated instantly, and many of the zombies just get incinerated on sight.
Mm.
Big thing is the Zelda hands. They bring you back to the front.
Yeah, you take out a lot of the crawling claws as well. Are you going to move or are you going to stay in the stairwell?
I'm going to
Behind
take
us
a
if you
step
want,
back.
so that
Yeah, so I
myself
can
and
get out of the
John
way.
Kind trying to get in front of everybody so you guys take less damage.
I'm gonna remove that pointer,
Thank you.
and we'll pass to Cade.
So I guess I'll go ahead and act.
Okay, so you're gonna act before Cade.
Yeah.
Okay.
So I am going to cast Spike Group. Yeah, Spike Group. So in this 20-foot circle, whichever 20-foot circle, basically where it starts right in front of the stairwell, so that it's not affecting us where we're at.
Okay.
And 20-foot radius in the ground, twists and sprouts hard spikes and thorns. The area becomes difficult terrain for the duration, and when a creature moves into or within the area, it takes 2d4 piercing damage for every 5 feet it travels. The transformation of the ground is camouflaged to look natural. Any creature that can't see the area at the time of the spell is cast must make a wisdom perception spell save DC. So they would recognize it, but if they move in it, they take 2d4 for every 5 feet of terrain.
Okay, so that's just on the ground, right?
Yeah, it's on the ground, and it doesn't say there's a save. So
There's no save.
yeah, I'm assuming there's no save.
Can you
Okay.
move it left at all?
I could.
Because you could hit both of those hands in the left, and then I can move to the right.
I can do that, but it's not going to affect me. Then they can go up. Okay, I'll put it there.
Yeah, so you can still hit those on the far left
Yeah, okay.
and right next. Technically, you can still hit everybody you're going to hit initially, plus those two.
Yeah, that's fine. I'll go with it. I'll go with that.
Okay, just remind me how much damage that's gonna do, because I think I'm going next.
Okay, so Cade goes and then okay. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So Cade, and then I'm just gonna start with my NPCs.
Okay. That's all. That's all I'm doing.
Okay. You're up, Cade.
So what did your spell do? It's like
Anywhere in that black circle is difficult terrain, which means you move slower, and you take 2d4 damage for every 5 feet. Don't move in that circle.
I'm gonna stay exactly where I'm at. I can't go anywhere because I had to move all the way to the right if I was gonna be able to do anything. So I'm just gonna stay here and kind of be defensive. I don't really have anything else I can do with it.
Okay.
Yeah. Did
Okay.
I click the right one?
Yeah.
Music's intense.
Sounds like G Gundam.
So as you're casting your spell, Susu, Cade's shadow comes off the wall and it tries to attack you. And fails miserably. As it moves in to attack you, it gets caught in a stray, streak of light coming from the brazier and almost recoils in terror as it morphs back into the wall.
As it does, I will alert everyone and be like, watch out for the shadows! Fuck!
I mean, did it become like within 5 feet of us?
Yes, like it's in the hallway with you all.
No.
So it hasn't retreated out of our range then?
No.
Okay, so it's still like
we're
I
allowed
can
to
still
hit it?
see it.
So it used shadow stealth as a bonus action, so it is
So I
re-stealth.
wouldn't get opportunity.
No. So when you go to attack it, you'll make a perception check. If you can perceive where it is, you'll be able to attack it.
Could I do that as a reaction? Like as a attack of opportunity or whatever?
Not technically, because it didn't
Okay.
leave combat range with you. It
Okay.
basically just kind of amorphously disappeared.
Okay.
Why is my shit not working? Okay. As y'all are watching, another shadow comes up from inside the room, right outside the doorway, and attempts to hit Cade.
Jesus.
And misses. And he is going to attempt to shadow stealth back into the area.
I think the things in the room are a distraction, guys.
Another shadow comes in, attempts to strength drain from Cade, and is unable to envelop him.
God dang shadows.
The shadows are freaking me out, fellas.
Bro, did someone bring a flashlight?
It's time to do some of that actual cleric shit.
But so technically, since the shadows they're back into their form, where we have to use perception, right?
Yes.
Can any of the NPC, like the hands or the zombies, they can't occupy the same space, can they?
I'll say that again.
So even though they're cloaked, then they can attack us. But right now, if we were to, we'd have to do a perception check. Like Zombie 7 or Claw 5 couldn't move into Shadow 2's spot because he's currently occupying it, right?
Technically, he could, because the shadow's amorphous and it can just morph around the zombie that's there. The shadow basically, when it shadow stealth, just becomes an inky stain on the wall again.
Okay. I just wanted to see how it works.
Alright, so Skeleton 1 is moving, so he takes how much damage for every 5 feet?
2d4.
2d4. Okay, he's going to step up here, so it's going to be 2d4. It's 5. As he moves, the spikes in the floor, you can tell that they're like ripping pieces of bone and cartilage and stuff off of his feet to the point that one of his feet comes loose.
Oh,
As he's
shit.
stepping forward, he attempts to fire an arrow into the hallway.
Bing bong.
And he's able to catch you, Susu,
Damn.
Damn, he got you.
for 5 points of damage.
How are you in health, Chris? Do you have health? Do you still have health potions and stuff?
I don't have health potions, but I'm okay for now, at least.
Worst comes to worst, I can hand you one with my turn.
I mean, I can heal if I need to.
Yeah, but what if you can't heal?
Fuck.
I can't take
We're all dead by
critical
then.
hits because I have the adamant.
What is your AC?
23.
23. Okay, so it's just a standard hit. Cade, you catch an arrow from a skeleton behind the crypt on the right side of the room for 5 points of damage.
That's a bad hit.
Bartleby, it is your turn, and then the zombies are going.
Okay. All right. Let's see. Oh, yeah, I'll do this. All right. I'm gonna use something that I haven't used very often in this game. I'm gonna, for now, can I just have Glimfeather sub in for my my manifested spellbook?
Yeah, sure.
So I'm gonna have my spellbook, which is like a little, it's like a little skull looking thing. It's gonna fly into the room, and it is going to. I need a template. Draw a cone. 15-foot cone. How do I make the cone move?
I think if you...
Yes, nicely.
They may not let you because it's inside the circle. Let me see if I can get the circle.
I mean, I can drag it, but I can't get it to like shift position. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Is that my circle?
No, that's Susu's.
Got it.
Actually, you know what? It's fine. Right where it is, right there. But it needs to be.
Okay.
It needs to be 15 feet. So
15.
yeah.
Won't let me grab it.
I was having trouble grabbing mine too.
There we go.
Here we go. All right, 15 feet. Perfect. That's better. Right there. Okay. So I'm gonna have my spell book fly into the room, and cast Dragon's Breath.
Okay.
And we are going to use. So it's a second level spell. Alright, so that's going to be. Fire seemed to work pretty well. And these guys are just undead, so I'll go ahead and do fire again.
Bring it.
So it's combat tracker. There it is. I don't know why I'm targeting Cade. How do I undo a target?
You should be able to control left click what you've got targeted.
Oh, here we go. Is this zombie? I'm clipping it, so can I include it?
Yeah.
Or the skeleton, rather?
Yeah.
Alright. And that is. Wow, these are some fucking dexterous skeletons. Fuck's sake.
All right. Describe your attack.
So I send my spell book into the room, and I'm just like, fire, baby. And it just shoots out fire from this little... So it's like this little skull that's just floating in the middle of the room, and it just breathes fire onto these undead.
So the skeleton that you caught in your attack is actually, as he steps in, he fires his bow, his ankle comes off, and then as your skull moves in and starts torching the room, he drops to a pile of bone. Whatever was animating him is left.
Excellent. And that was a bonus action. So I still have a spell. Are there any... I still have a spell to cast. So I'll cast. All right. So then I'm gonna cast. I'll just cast Firebolt.
Okay.
At that ogre in the back, since he's the farthest away.
That's a hit.
Oh, nice.
Right. Describe your attack.
Oh wait, hang on. We're level 4. Hang on. My firebolt damage should be 2d10 with the way the system groups spell levels.
Okay.
Not 1d10.
Or do you want to roll another d10? Here, roll it again. It should apply the damage again, and we'll. I'll make a note to see if I can update that.
I can. Ah. Alright. I'll just roll damage again. So it takes 9 damage.
Okay.
Not a blistering amount, but not horrible.
That's enough. Not bad for a cantrip. Does that conclude your turn, or are you going to move?
I'm not fucking moving at all, no.
Okay. Zombie 5 is going to attempt to shamble towards the group. So that's 5, 10, 15, 20, 25. Said it's 2d4 damage for every 5 feet?
Yeah, that's that.
Okay. He starts walking across the room, and zombies being dumb as they are, he walks until his legs are cut off, and then he walks until his hips are cut off, and then he gets down to his chest and starts crawling until his arms are cut off. And you have a head lying in the middle of the floor just snapping at you.
I'm okay with that.
And the other zombies will follow suit. That's going to be Brennus's turn, followed by Glimfeather.
All right. Brennus, seeing that weird shadowy thing, is going to try to perceive it and attack it. I
Alright,
guess
give
that
me
would be
a,
Shadow 1.
Yeah, roll me a perception check.
Okay. I should say also bonus action before he attacks or any does anything. He
Okay.
rages and says, ha 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 ha, and then that's what he does. Let's see, just a perception.
Yep.
That's a lot. Shadows.
20.
Okay, I'll give the tie to the player. Again, make your attack.
Yeah. It's okay. There it goes. It's targeting. Okay. I'm going to, of course, reckless attack this so that I have advantage on my attacks, and I'm going to take the penalty of the -5 plus 10 if I hit.
Okay.
So.
Because I will bury it.
But I will beat it, or I will miss, but it will be glorious. So I actually need to put the -5 and then advantage and then click. Does that hit?
That's a hit.
Okay, I will roll damage now. So plus. How do I do plus 10? Oh, modifier 10 right there. There we go. Cool.
Thank God you added 10.
Seriously,
Oh, shit,
Jesus
right?
Christ.
Describe your killing blow.
This is just obviously laughing because, you know, after all the fucking looking in the houses and stuff, this is just his moment to shine. And he's like,
Nice baby house, baby.
bitch! And he slices this thing with this magic weapon and it fucking dissipates. And with that, Brennus is going to step up into that spot where the shadow was
All right.
and say, all right, boys, we'll hold the line.
And you have another attack, too. Don't forget.
Yep. And I'm going to be swinging at Shadow 3.
All right. Give me a perception.
Come on, baby.
All right. Make your
Oh,
attack.
wow.
Bruce is on fire! Alright, same exact thing. Sorry, I didn't mean to scream. I don't know. Does it get that loud? I apologize.
No, you're good, man.
I just get excited. So, manage +5.
One of the benefits of Discord is that when John gets really loud, it automatically
Yeah, it
cuts
cuts it off. Yeah.
I don't like that. Does a 22 hit?
Yeah, so 22 hits. Make sure you target him when you apply
Yeah,
your
you didn't
damage.
target him.
Oh, did I not? Shit,
That's
my
fine.
bad, bro.
That's fine.
Is it okay now I just roll damage?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Describe your killing blow.
As I step up and I see this other one, I just take the axe, swing right through him, and I look at Cade and I go, "Look, they're really easy to kill. You just gotta swing at it." And then that's it. And that's the end of my turn.
Yeah.
Glimfeather is up.
Yeah, Glimfeather is just gonna chill for the moment. But he'll come and hang out by Bartleby. He's just gonna perch on Bartleby and not do anything.
Okay.
So other people can then get over there.
Yeah, he's on me.
Literally on top. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Alright, a hand is going to come crawling out of the shadows and attempt to attack Cade.
Damn.
So
Still misses.
the hand is going to jump at you, Cade, and attempt to poke you in the eye, but you're able to close your eyes. And the hand is not able to pierce your eyes.
That is a Evil Dead move if I've ever heard of one. Seems like everybody's rolling very high today. At least
What are you doing? Stop saying that. Knock on some wood right now.
I don't have any wood.
Oh my god.
Punch yourself in the dick.
I
Do it.
just did it. I just did. I knocked.
I
3
literally
times.
watched him just knock himself in the dick. He didn't say it had to be hardwood.
I mean, look. You gotta. Sometimes you gotta moisturize so it can bend easier.
So the ogre zombie in the center of the room is going to let out a snarl and rush across the room over the bladed floor. And he's going to park right over this brazier and start swinging at people in the door there.
So, question. So he gets damage from his circle, but also
Yeah.
from the brazier, right?
So when he moves in, he actually kicks the brazier out of the way, so it's kind of flown over into the corner. It's casting long shadows across the room now. But the reach on him is enough that he doesn't have to get all the way up to the doorway, but he is going to attempt to attack those of you in the doorway. Brennus, he's going to sling his Morning Star down and impact right at your feet. And misjudging the distance, he's going to rear back and swing again. And this time's gonna hit.
That's a quick mace throw.
So it's 15. That cuts in half. So what is that? 7. So we'll say 7. All right. Zombie 2 is going to move across. This is 5, 10 feet. So
Hey,
he's gonna
Brandon, we
take-
gotta hold this door. What was he find?
It's fine, isn't it? He just tickled me.
It's fine.
take
Just a
10.
bit of
fine.
a tickle.
What is your total health actually? 70?
59 now.
It's higher than mine.
Well, it's 66 usually, but I took a hit there.
So gonna be another hit.
Oh, hold on. Can I use a superiority dice on this one to use protection? When a creature you see attacks a target other than you that's within 5 feet of you, you can use a reaction to impose DIS on an attack roll.
Yeah, sure.
It is a superiority die. I have 4, which are D8s. So I just roll a D8 then. Is that the
Yeah.
middle one? Like, if you're looking at the dice in the bottom left, is it the middle one?
Yes, the
Looks
one
like
that looks like a triangle
Pyramid,
on the
of
top.
pyramid. Okay.
This is 6. Alright, what does that do again?
When a creature you can see attacks a target other than you that's within 5 feet of you, you can use your reaction to impose DIS on an attack roll. It requires a shield, which I have. So it doesn't say what kind of disadvantage, it just says to impose.
Okay, yeah, so disadvantage, I'd roll twice and take the lower. I'm wondering what the D8 is for. Like, is there a roll or something you've got to meet?
Maneuver save, D8 proficiency bonus, plus strength dex, mod in your turn, it's currently 14. That's all it says. I don't have anything else.
I think he has a superiority dice that he can roll with a D8 for other maneuvers. He just has to subtract one of his superiority if he's using this
Okay, so
maneuver
he's
free.
just blowing a superiority die to impose
I
disadvantage.
think so.
Okay, alright, I'm going to roll again.
So
and
it's not going to help Brandon at all then if I do
No,
this?
no,
well, no,
it's-
it'll
puts him at
help.
disadvantage.
I'm going to roll again, and if I roll lower, I'll use that die.
Gotcha.
Okay,
Oh,
so I'm
fuck
going to
outta
go
here.
with the
Get outta
15,
here,
so that's still going to be a hit.
Get the
Um,
fuck out of here.
It didn't even roll.
It just,
just was
straight
like-
up it just hit the top of the
slid.
screen and slid for a 20. Sorry, buddy. I tried to help
No, it's
you.
all good. I appreciate it, bro. That's applying critical damage.
Yeah, it is.
Critical is 2 times as much, right?
Yeah.
So it's half, it's 12.
Okay, 17. We'll round down, say 8.
So it was that 7
15.
wounds plus 8. Yeah, perfect.
Alright. And that's going to conclude round 1
Did
of
that help?
combat. Then
Yeah, oh yeah.
Back to Susu.
Well, as long as it helps, because I didn't know what I was doing.
Well, no, I mean, it gave me a chance to not get hit. I still got hit, but
So,
I mean, the unfortunate part is he just straight up slid a 20 across the screen and said, "Fuck you guys."
so to try and attack one of the shadows, like Cage Shadow,
Kill the hand.
I need to roll a perception check.
Yeah.
Okay. But that's not my action. Is that considered a bonus action or?
Well, no, it's just a check to make sure you perceive the shadow and are able to attack it. If I beat your perception check, then the shadow is not technically a viable target because you don't know where it is.
Gotcha. Okay.
Damn!
Ah. Okay.
Fucking rolling high.
All right, yeah. So
And-
in the dance of shadows on the wall, you're unable to make out where the target is.
All right. Then I will just throw fucking darts at that little hand.
All right, just make sure you target it. That's a hit. That's a critical hit.
That was my 2. Or I guess that was the 1. Okay, so
Let's go ahead and we'll max damage and then roll damage again.
So should I just roll that? So it's 1d4 plus 4. So I should just roll damage once then.
Well, here, go ahead and roll damage once. I'm going to tell you these things only have 2 HP. So describe your spectacular killing blow.
You're just like looking for the shadows. I don't see anything, so I would just like grab a dart and watching this hand skin around, just be like, "Ugh," and throw a dart as it just like stabs through it, sticking it to the ground. And then can I hit the? I guess so. I can't see, even though I can see the shadows on the map. I can't see them to target them.
Correct. That is
Which
correct,
one
'cause
did
they're
you look
currently
at
stealth.
before? Okay, well, yeah. So you would have the opportunity to perceive Shadow 2. You failed your perception check. I don't think you can see number 4 from where you're at.
Okay, so I
'Cause they're
think
all stealth, yeah.
I can target that big ogre zombie guy.
Yes.
Right? Okay. So I will also throw at him.
He's gonna throw you a boner.
Oh,
That's a hit.
13. Oh, it's hit. All right.
Yeah.
So then he's already taken
Big.
damage.
They're
Yes.
so big. That's
So
a little hit.
then he takes 1d4 plus 4 plus another d8, I believe. Let me look
Yeah,
up
we're gonna
my
hold this door so they can't get through us. By the way.
Colossus.
You had me at hello.
Okay, so plus a D8.
Oh, yeah,
Why
plus
did you
the-
Alright,
mic
go ahead and
sound-
roll a
why does your
D8.
voice sound like it's lower than it actually is?
What are you talking
So
about?
extra 6.
He also
Sounds
takes
like you have your voice mod on. It
and
sounds
then
like you're
and then he
talking
also takes an additional
way
2
lower.
for my throwing
Good.
weapon. So
Just be-
I
An
don't know how
additional
to add
2?
that. Yeah, additional 2
Okay,
for my throwing.
62 damage total. Whoa. That's 621.
No.
Alright,
That
so
is a
you
shit ton of damage.
describe your attack.
So I'll throw and kill the hand, and then just looking up, I will toss another dagger, throwing it at the hand, also seeing his hand kind of reaching out from the ogre to just stab in his palm. And then that'll be it.
Yeah. Alright, Graziano, you're up.
All right. I only get 2 times to use a spell, correct?
So if you look on your character sheet, on your actions tab, where your spell slots are, that tells you basically how many spells you can cast of that level per day. So like you cast Fireball before, so that used up
Right.
one of your 2 third level spell slots.
Yes.
You've still got 5 first level, 3 second level, and you've got 1 fourth level spot, but you haven't trained any 4th level spells yet.
And the shadows, I think I'm going to use, because I don't think they can get on fire, but I think I'm going to use the Channel Divinity Radiance of the Dawn.
Okay.
Do I have to move in front of on the stairwell?
I'll say you're all kind of bunched up in the
Try
stairwell.
not to get in front of Brennis and I. Don't get in front because then you're susceptible to more attacks.
Okay. Yeah, so that one is I present my holy symbol, and any magical darkness within 30 feet of me is dispelled. Additionally, each hostile creature within 30 feet must make a Constitution saving throw, and then radiant damage equal to 2d10 plus.
Okay, so go ahead. Can you see the 2 shadows on the
Yeah,
map?
Yes, I can.
Go ahead and control left click them so you target them.
Got it.
And then, so it says anything within 30 feet. Go ahead and target the ogre zombies too, because I think they'll be affected as well.
And then.
Then
the
hit
hands or-
cast.
Okay, so. Now,
you
cast
may
is
have-
just at the bottom, right?
You may have to, where it says Channel Divinity, hit the magnifying glass to the right there, and it'll drop down with your like cast and save options.
Okay.
Or do you see that cast
Yeah,
option?
I see it now. No, I hit cast.
Yeah.
Got it.
now click the damage teardrop icon. Okay. So describe your attack as you unleash your radiant light from your holy symbol.
I step forward and I pull out my. And I present my holy symbol. Once, clap my hands. It sounds like thunder, and all of a sudden, light flashes everywhere.
As you do this, and the light radiates out from your holy symbol, it almost like radiation, like sunburn. You see it cooking the exterior of these undead fiends that have arrayed themselves before you. But as it emanates out of the mouth of the stairway there through the doors, one of the shadows that was in front is fully enveloped in the light. You can see almost like an inky like death mask as it recoils in terror and tries to flee back into the room. Does that conclude your turn?
That concludes my turn.
Alright, Cade, you're up, and then it will be the shadows and my last skeleton, followed by Bartleby.
I am going to schedule the map. I'm going to attack Shadow 2.
Okay.
I have to do perception, right?
No, he is fully lit right now, so you can make your attack.
I see. Actions.
That's a hit.
Partially resist it. I'll use you, cunt. Alright, well, I gotta hit you again. Oh, wait, hold on. I have to do the other part again. Alright. Oh, that's a miss.
Yeah, that's a miss.
I think that's it. That's all I can do on that one.
Okay. You holding the door, or do you want to move it all?
Yep, holding the door.
Okay. Shadow 2 is fleeing back into the room. He is going to try to melt into the wall around the side there. Shadow 4 is going to move in and attempt to attack Brennus. And that's going to be a miss. Skeleton 3 is going to fire his short bow at Cade. That's going to be a miss. And Bartleby, you're up, followed by Brennus and Glenfeather.
How visible is that shadow?
The one that's in front of Brennus is, I would say it's moved into the light, so it's fully enveloped. So you could make an attack on it without having to roll perception. I think it's because we got so many tokens on the board.
Yeah, let me do this.
Is that about where you want it?
No, actually. Hang on, I'm gonna draw it again.
Okay, let me erase this one.
Okay. So I'll have my the spell book swing down to this space right here,
Okay.
and then there we go. I will once again do fire breath.
Alright.
Use breath rather. And I can only do this, I think, one more time. Yeah, because we are proficiency's 3, so I can only do this one more time. After this, with the spell book anyway. Got in it. I have them all clicked, but it only rolled.
And it only applied the dexterity roll for one of them. Here, do it again.
Hang on, oh, because it's for some reason hang on, that's my fault. I screwed that up. Hang on. Should have Bartleby's. Yeah, all right, Bartleby's one. Yeah, there we go.
There you go.
9 damage.
Alright, you kill one of the claws and the shadows. Go ahead and describe your attack.
Again, I just I have the spellbook move, and I'm just concentrating on it. And then I just hit me, baby, one more time.
Alright, does that conclude your turn?
No, I am going to. I have one more thing I can do. What I am going to do is, so I still have my full action.
Okay.
And I'm gonna. Can I blow my reaction and have a firebolt loaded in case that other shadow pops back in?
Yeah. Yeah, we can do that.
So that's my plan.
Okay, move to Brennus, followed by Glenfeather.
Right. If I moved up into the circle, will I start taking damage walking through the circle?
Yes.
Yeah.
Shit. Can I?
Susu, how can you drop that? Does it have to be on your turn, or can you just drop it?
Drop what?
Spike growth.
It's concentration, so somebody can drop it.
Could Brennus request that Susu drops it so I could take a step out? How much damage does it take? Hang on, let me ask you this. How much damage would I take?
2d4 for every 5 feet inside the circle.
So I'd take 1d4 damage is what I'm going to take.
2d4.
No, you would take 2d4.
No.
But I mean, if we're done, well, it's half. I mean, it looks like we're basically done with it, so I can drop it. I will. Yeah, I'll just drop the spell.
Okay.
Is that acceptable? DM man?
Yeah.
Okay. Seeing that the thorns are no longer there, Brennus is going to take a step forward. Just 5 feet. Laughing and being like, that felt pretty good. Let me return the favor. And for some reason it won't let me grab him. There we go. I'm going to target Zombie 1. And I'm going to do all the same goodnesses as advantage, -5, +10, blah, 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 blah.
Okay.
Okay. Abilities, no. Actions. $16 hits.
That's a hit.
Nice. Okay. Come on, stupid.
Still 17 damage, dude.
On a 2. Stupid.
All right, describe your attack.
I'm just gonna bury it into his upper thigh, and then I'm gonna swing at the bitch again.
No,
Alrighty.
this is the second round of combat, right?
Yes.
Yes.
This is the round that you only have one attack.
Nope. That's not me. That's just Aaron. I always have two.
Okay.
Yeah, Aaron gets
Oh,
two.
right, 'cause you're a
then
barbarian.
Three, then two,
Right.
then three, then two. Yeah.
Yeah, you're a barbarian.
Yep.
Sorry.
No, you're good, bro. Helping me keep stay in check. I mean, I
And Aaron
appreciate
gets
it.
2 and 1 and 2 and 1.
No, I get 2 and 3.
No, 2 and 3. 2 and 3.
2 and 3.
Oh, that's because this is all
I
fucked
messed
up.
He's a
up.
fighter, bro.
Yeah, I messed up my last turn because I was supposed to be 3 and I only did 2. So
Everything's all fucked up.
It's all good.
I'm-
Just
you know,
hit a fucking
never go-
even level so you just get 3 and 3.
Never
Jesus.
get full retard. All right.
We'll go for. All right, I'm doing all the same things again.
Also, I tried that Wingstop chicken sandwich that you wanted, John. It's not
It's
good.
garbage. I just had it today as well.
It's not good.
That's a hit.
So bad. Okay, thank
So
you.
bad. Only because you said that I underestimated things. So I was like, all right, fine, fuck it, I'll try it. It was not good.
I appreciate you trying it. I also had it.
There you go.
Let's go.
Alright, describe
Fuck
your
you,
killing
bitch.
blow.
I bury wound deep into his leg enough to make him lurch forward, and as he does, I take wound and I fucking go right up both through his neck,
Yep.
and his head just falls in front of me, and I just put my foot on top of his head, and I point at the other ogre, and I'm like, "You're next, bitch." And that's the end of my turn.
Glimfeather's up, followed by the Crawling Claw and the last Ogre Zombie.
Claw's eyes out. Claw's eyes out.
Glimfeather doesn't do that. He can't. The only time Glimfeather can do any kind of attack is if I cast a spell on him that just takes an action. He's not allowed to actually attack. But what he can do, what he's going to do this time, he's going to start just like flying in circles in the room, searching for the shade.
Serpentine-like move.
Okay.
With explicit instructions to stay in the light.
Okay.
Like so he's gonna basically go like right above where the brazier landed. So he's
Yeah.
got light all of him. He's just gonna do a tight circle, like looking around because he has hover. So he's just gonna.
Give me a perception check.
All right. And he has advantage on perception checks relying on sight and hearing. So
Okay, beat a 12.
how do I do advantage here?
Just on the left side underneath the chat.
ADV.
Oh, down. Oh, right down there. Well, you're fucking useless, Glimfeather.
Oh my god. Was that a 2 and a 3?
It was
Wow.
2 and a 3. Yeah, we dropped a 2 for that 3, man.
Nice, man.
Stupid
Yes,
bird.
he's looking, but he's not seeing him.
Oh shit. That would have been really helpful, Jim.
Yeah, you know, if the fucking bird could, you know, if he's not breathing fire, he's not happy. Sorry.
The claw comes in and pounces at Brennus and misses and lands on the other side of him. And the ogre zombie is going to attack Brennus
Oh my god.
and miss. And he's going to swing one more time and miss.
Got stormtroopery.
And
I have a
round
feeling
three.
if those connect, they're gonna hurt a whole lot.
I've already been hit twice with them. They hurt. They're
Susu,
goddamn
you're
morning
up, followed
stars.
by Graziano and Cade.
I'm assuming I need to move into the room to be able to try and see the shadow.
Yes.
That's 10 feet, and then I'll roll perception.
Just tempted fate with that ogre zombie.
Mm-hmm. He is. He just swung though, so.
It's 15, see the shadow.
Kate can nuke him if he needs to.
No.
Oh
no.
my god!
Fuck this guy!
These fucking stealthy motherfuckers! I mean, we're rolling pretty well, but Trey's rolling really well as well.
Oh shit, man.
Does that conclude your turn, or would you like to make an attack on something
I'm
else?
gonna fucking try and.
You go with the ogre?
Yeah, so going in, not seeing the shadow, I will just pull my daggers and try and swing at this ogre.
Okay, just make sure you target him. 21's gonna hit. Just target him before you apply damage.
Nope. Yeah, no, I got it. Alright,
I
so-
double clicked it too. That's how I did it.
And then my second one.
Let's go.
That's a hit.
Nice.
And then he takes an extra 1d8.
No, he doesn't. He's done.
It doesn't
Describe-
matter. He takes the 1d8. Colossus Slayer. I'm slaying a
Just sitting there.
Colossus.
Oh!
Yeah.
Describe
so
your
I'll come
killing
in,
blow.
I will. Susu will come in, look for the shadow, not seeing it, watching the ogre swinging around, draw my daggers, and kind of just do a spin and hit him twice in the back of the knee, and then move over towards where the light is coming from.
All right.
Fucking told you were next.
Graziano,
I don't mind
you're up,
fighting
followed by
trolls.
Cade.
All right. So we've got a skeleton left, a crawling claw, and a very hurt shadow 2.
Yeah.
I already figured this out. All right, I'm going to target the shadow 2. Oh, and do a
Hang on, give me a perception check. Need to beat a 17.
I just double click perception, right?
Correct.
Yeah.
That's on the first page, right? I see perception.
Oh, it's under skills.
Yeah, click on the skills tab.
Oh, that's where I'm going wrong.
And then you click the one that's got the number on it. You'll see the dice. Double click that.
All right,
Damn.
you enter the room and look for a amorphous moving shadow, but everything's dancing around the room so much that you can't really make out heads or tails of it. You do still, however, have a crawling claw on the other side of Brennus, and there is a skeleton that's kind of taken cover behind the sarcophagus on the right-hand side of the room.
All right, and that one's healthy, right?
Yes.
Then I will go to actions and use a guiding bolt at him.
That's a nice spell.
This. Target. Using this.
There you
And then I'm going to cast and then damage.
go. Yep. So that's gonna miss.
Oh, I should have done damage.
No.
Sorry.
That's okay.
So then, am I done now?
Yeah, unless you've got any like bonus actions or anything you can take, I don't think you do at this point.
I
though.
don't think so.
Okay. Cade, you're up.
Complete failure. Thanks, Aaron.
Totally welcome. far is the skeleton? Can I move there, or is it only 15?
I think you can move there.
Yep, 30.
Okay, I'm there. So I'm gonna move, and I am going to attack the skeleton.
That's a hit. That's heavy
He's not
damage.
dead. He's not dead,
Damn.
right?
No.
No.
He was banged up.
That's a hit. That's a killing blow.
Cade fucking guys up.
Yeah, I'm coming over here. I was like, look at this motherfucker. And then so what I did is I saw him standing there. 'Cause he wasn't moving because he had all that atrophy from the previous Susu spell. So while he's standing there, I threw my sword at him and I hit him once. It's penetration. And then when I got close, I hit him with the edge of my shield and cut his head off.
Yeah.
Very nice.
Is Cade saying all this as he's doing it? Like, as like just letting
Absolutely.
us know? Yeah, what I did is like I went over there, man.
I
and
want
was
you
like,
to know. I want you to know the schematics, man.
That's how my headcanon works for Cade, is that he narrates his fights as he goes along.
I got. Well, if I don't tell you, I can't tell myself.
And then I duck and I hit him with my sword in the side.
Oh,
like-
sweet move, Cade.
And we're like,
Hey,
yeah, we're
Nice.
watching.
Graziano, give me a perception check.
Perception check. Doing it now.
Beat a 7.
Got this.
Let's go,
Got this,
baby.
Graziano. Let's go.
All right. You turn, and when you fire your spell at the skeleton that ends up missing, you turn your back and look back in the direction that you think that the shadow went. Sure enough, as soon as you turn back around, you see it inking across the floor as it comes up almost like a quilt and tries to envelop you.
Fucker.
Let's find out if he's successful.
So it's visible now, Trey?
It's visible to Graziano. And you're able to successfully sidestep its enveloping attack as it falls back flat onto the floor
Nice.
and tries to shadow stealth back into the room again. But Bartleby, it is going to be your turn.
Yep. All right. So I will come up here. Is it visible?
Give me a perception check and beat a 9.
Okay. Can Bartleby beat a 9?
You got this, bro.
I cannot beat a 9.
You look
Oh
for
my
the
God.
shadow, but you're unable to discover it.
Damn it.
Oh, fuck that shadow.
This
Okay.
This shadow is just hanging
Elusive,
on by
my
a
man.
goddamn thread.
Elusive.
Do you remember the zombie you guys fought in that mine, John, that just would not die?
Yes.
I feel like that about this shadow. That's fine. I'll just fuck with the hand. All right, so I can't see the shadow, but I
Phrasing.
can see the hand.
Yes.
Phrasing.
That's a hit. Describe your killing blow.
So, I look around for the shadow, can't see it, but I see that little hand skittering around on the floor, and I'm just like, yeah, fuck you. And I just do a flick with my finger, and some firebolts. A firebolt pops out, kills him.
All right. Brennis, you're up.
Well, I'm gonna do a perception check.
You do not perceive much.
Damn it.
Like I said, this motherfucker's hanging on by a thread.
All right, so Brennus is gonna position himself towards the light, like not in the fire, but next to it, like because it's kicked over, right?
Yeah.
So I'm not in the fire, but I'm next to it, and I just kind of take my axe and I kind of hunker down and like start trying to listen. He like is just listening, and the hold is action, and I guess that's all I can do.
All right. Glimfeather, and then we're back to Susu.
Glimfeather is just gonna be useless.
The disgust on your face.
I thought he had advantage.
Ugh,
He does,
Glimfeather.
but so Glimfeather's gonna try and see it, so I'll be able to see it, but I can't do anything to it. But I'll know where it is. So Glimfeather is going to take a look.
That beat a 21.
Okay. How about no?
Double fives.
The old college try.
But also like so I'm also gonna say, does anybody have like a light spell or a continuous light spell that we can cast just to keep these things at bay for the rest of the time we're here? And I kind of look over at Graziano, cleric.
I think I do.
Susu, you're up, followed by Graziano.
Goddamn shadows.
21.
Watch him rolling that 20.
You see it.
Okay.
You're muted, Chris.
After finally spotting that motherfucker, I'm gonna run and jump up on this like sarcophagus, and then I'm just gonna fucking hurl daggers at this fucking bastard.
Just target him. There you go. That's a hit.
Is he already damaged?
Finally got
yes,
his
he was.
ass.
Takes another 2 and 2 more
Boom.
from my fucking thrown weapon specialization. Fuck
Describe
this
your
thing.
killing blow.
I literally just jump up there and be like, "Fuck it!" and I just throw a dagger at the wall, and catching the shadow and pinning it to the wall as it kind of just like slowly dissipates down. I go, "Oh, that was I didn't know it was there."
And you guys have successfully vanquished your foes.
Nice.
Oh my god.
Well done.
Congrats, bros.
Fucking shit.
And with the vanquishing of your final foe, I'm going to call tonight's session here.
Absolutely.
So, do we want to discuss next play session?
Nice game, Trey.
Thank you.
16th?
Appreciate it, guys.
You guys, you said the 16th, I think? Everybody's good on the 16th?
Next Friday? Anybody? Next
I
Friday?
will not be. I'm getting surgery on the 15th, so I'm not going to be here.
You'd be fine. You're not going to be doing anything else.
I'm going to be so high, I'm not going to be here.
So how is that going to be different?
different than any other fucking day that you play, you
So
idiot?
you guys can play. It's fine.
I'm kidding.
I'm
I don't
not
think-
going to be here.
I'm kidding. It's literally next Friday, so.
Yeah.
23rd is Christmas Eve and Christmas weekend. Bang hour.
So
Yeah.
we're looking at like 3 Fridays from now, after New Year's weekend.
We could do. I mean, if you guys are down
That'd be
for
the
30th,
6th.
I could do the 30th.
Yeah, I mean, I could do the 30th.
I
I
could do
will not-
30th.
probably not be available on the 30th,
No.
so my earliest is probably the 6th. But if there's enough people, feel free to get on that with you.
I'm going to go ahead and tell you, if you guys do end up going into the Sanctum, you're probably going to need all of you.
I'm good on the. I'm good next Friday, and I'm good on the 6th, and I'm good after the 6th. But I'm not good on the Christmas weekend because I'll probably be in Florida.
So the
Right.
30th
Okay.
is what we're looking at for a month from now.
I think we're looking at the 6th.
Yeah, 6 sounded like everyone was out. on that.
Yeah, because I think Chris is out on the 30th.
Right?
I mean, we can try if we want to touch base on that week and see. I will be out of town.
Yeah.
I'll have my laptop with me, but
I mean, we don't have to force it. We can. I mean, it's December and it's holidays. I mean, I didn't
Look at the
expect
look
to
on
get a
John's
whole
face.
lot of
He's
stuff
absolutely
here.
saying we have to force it. Look at him.
I'm saying we have to force it.
I could
was
see it in
just
your
gonna
eyes,
say,
John.
I can do whatever's best for the family, okay?
I
Your
could-
boy.
I could see it in your eyes. You're like,
Listen,
yes,
I
you do.
just really want to fuck some shit up.
Let's just shoot for January 6th.
Okay,
Sounds
cool.
good.
Yeah,
Alright.
works.
January
In.
6th is good.
Sorry,
All
brother.
right, so you guys are planning to continue deeper into what's going on here, or are you guys going to turn and run back out for some reason?
No, I think we should hang
No,
out.
we're just
We
looking
go
for the
through it.
sword, right?
Yeah.
I think we should go through it. We gotta fulfill our promise.
I mean,
Okay.
the
I
fact
mean,
that-
there's more to it than just this room, right?
Yes.
Okay, then yeah, I would assume we're coming.
Do you see how big this map is that he put us on this grid?
I did. That's why I was making sure. I'm just saying, you know. just
There's
making
more
sure.
to it, right? Instead of this little thing,
Like-
this little shitty map you put on here, Trey. You stupid little bitch.
I wouldn't put it past Trey to put like a 10 by 10 like room on a 100 by 100 map just so we spend like
Scare
an
the shit
hour
out of
trying to
us.
like find the secret fucking door. I wouldn't put it. I would do that. I think.
Next set. Yeah, next session, dungeon dive, baby. Let's go. We haven't
Quick
done
question.
one in a while.
Yeah.
Do you want to just wait and roll hit die for a short rest, or
Like if you
would
guys wanted,
do
yeah,
it
we
now?
should do that. We should do a short rest right here.
We're going to do it now.
Okay.
Also, if you guys want to do a one shot on next week, you can do it.
Gus,
Yo.
do you have continual light?
I was
only
looking
use-
through my spells.
You're only allowed
I-
to use one hit die per short rest,
Let me
right?
see.
Or can you
Yeah.
as many as
Just
you want?
one per short,
One,
short
okay.
rest. Yeah.
Cool. That'll work.
What would it be under? Would it be like
Are you
light
still
domain?
Bernie?
Just a little
Yeah,
bit,
so-
not bad.
I have.
So you have access. So as a cleric, right? You
Yeah.
have access to every spell on your spell list. You just have to prepare
Oh, that's right. Fuck.
the
yeah.
number of spells. And Trey had said you hadn't prepared a 4th level spell, which is something you probably should have done.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And wait, doesn't he have 5th level spells too?
He's only got 4th level spell slot.
I don't think he's gotten there yet. This level.
Yeah, I
He
think you
came
guys
in at
were
a
all
specific
one
level.
level.
I keep forgetting.
Yeah,
I
you
keep
guys are
forgetting
all
that we
one
all
level
have
ahead of me.
different. We all have different XP on this game too.
Yeah, so my pre-game prep has been shitty.
It's all good, man. You're just learning.
man,
you're
you're
learning the ropes, and a cleric is not an easy first-time character. So
Yeah,
you're good, bro. You're
casters
doing great.
are kind of labor intensive.
It's a labor of love.
You've been doing nuking. You've been doing all sorts of good shit.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just
That's
stand
pretty
back and cast
One thing-
fireball. You're doing great.
Right?
One thing.
Yes,
One
sir.
thing I would say,
Yes.
Gus, don't unload the big artillery unless you absolutely know we don't have a lot more to do for the day.
Okay.
Because if you blow your fireball wad early, then later on, when Trey's like, they're gonna blow their fireball wad early, and then later on when we have shit that we really need fireballs against,
Right.
you know.
Yes.
Okay, quick question.
that's good.
He could technically upcast a level 4 fireball, right?
Yeah, you can
Okay.
can absolutely you can upcast a fireball, but it's not really worth it. Because
Well, I'm just saying if he didn't have one prepared,
Right.
he could use that level 4 as a nuke.
Oh, I see what you're saying.
You get an extra die, it's only one, right? Or two.
Fireball? No, I think fireball is an extra.
When you upcast Gus, you get like an additional
Uh-huh.
to your regular spell.
Okay.
It's one. See, it's
Yeah,
an
it's
extra.
one, right?
It's only 1d6. It's not worth
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
But
I think
Unless
I'm
it's
good
like-
to go. Looking
Cool.
at January 6th, I didn't really
Yeah,
have
so-
much post-session recap stuff here because we're kind of in the middle of a dungeon. So
all right, Trey,
Fucking fun. Loved it as always.
Yeah, it was
did
good
you
time.
did you
Yeah,
link
that was great.
last session in Discord?
I did not link it. Let me
You just put it on as open.
drop it
channel.
on there.
Can
I was
you
gonna
link
say
in
it
Discord? Because
is-
I'm gonna have to watch that tonight and see what kind of
Yeah.
tomfoolery.
There's part
you
1
guys
and part
got
2
up to.
because the stream was fucking up.
Yeah.
And there's like the cameras weren't capturing us, but the audio was getting captured.
Well, I don't care. I don't need to look at you. I just
Don't lie. I know what you want to see.
not really. I don't need to look at you.
I know what you want to see. It's okay.
John.
Yeah.
Don't do creepy voice, please.
Don't even worry about it, baby. Let me whisper in your ear.
John,
Let me tell you all the things I want to hear.
stop it. You son of a bitch.
Didn't even tell you we rode the dragon to town. Like, that was
Yes,
some
part
fucking-
1's in Discord. on the play group.
Thank you. I will watch that tonight.
All right. Well, unless anybody's got anything else to add, I'm gonna go ahead and
No, sir.
hit the sack.
Sounds good, buddy.
Cool.
All right.
All right. Take it
Trey.
easy, everybody.
Trey, thank you
Go
very
have a
much.
good one.
All right. You're welcome.
Trey, see
Thanks
ya.
for playing, everybody.
Hey,
Y'all
I'll
have a
be
good night.
back on Tuesday. My surgery's on Thursday, but after that, I'll find time. We'll get together.
Yeah.
Also-
For sure.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animals.
Merry
Uh-huh.
Christmas.
All right. Have a good
Merry
night, guys.
Christmas.
Everybody have a good one.
Yippee-ki-yay, motherfuckers!